Well, holy fucking shit. It has been a minute since I started the chat with, what? Oh, not one, but two. Started the stream with two people in the chat. That is a very odd feeling, but kind of cool. This is what it was like. This is what it was like years ago when nobody knew who I was. What? Kind of nice, kind of weird. Anyway, I guess this is how we're starting the stream. Normally, I start the stream by saying, look at all these beautiful people in the chat. But I guess we'll do that. But for Sterling and Splootnoo, who are in the chat. Oh, we got Layla as well. Okay, yeah. They're starting to come in dribs and drabs. It's dribs and drabs. Okay, all right. Early today here. No, this is not early. For a start, it's not early. Secondly, I am supposed to be starting earlier than this at the moment, but I got caught up. I was speaking to another content creator about a video that they are making in the near future. So very exciting, very cool. Welcome in. Oh, Layla's saying that she's early. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, there's more people coming in now, so welcome everybody. Hello, Splootnoo. Hello, Sterling. It's great to see you. Also, Layla. Hello, Jibby Dibby. Hello, and Goblin Hugger. Hello, hello, hello. Frog Buggers as well. Yo, very excited. Look at that. Brilliant. Okay, this is great. This is good. I can work with this. I can work with this now. Before, I was shitting myself before because I was thinking, how did I used to start streams when there was no one here? How did I do that, especially with politics? Like, what did I do? And I couldn't remember for the life of me. I think I just like went into it. Like maybe I spoke a little bit about my day, which is kind of what I do anyway on the stream. I don't know how it's evolved. Like I've got the VOD channel there. The VOD channel is obviously like really useful to have a look at how I've progressed. And I think it does help with watching the stream and being like, oh, okay, is this good? Like, am I being good? Am I being funny? What's my voice sound like? Do I have to change anything? Should I change the way I do things? Should I change the way I cover things? But it doesn't go back far enough for me to be able to see old streams where I just had to start the stream with no one in chat. Literally no idea what I used to do there at all. But anyway, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing good. I hope you've had a good weekend. I had a lovely weekend. I saw my niece for the first time. That was really cute. And yeah, just like chilled out loads. I saw my partner. We hung out, had a nice day. Running around on some scooters, some e-scooters. So that was fun and terrifying at the same time. And then I went climbing. I've done Muay Thai. I went Muay Thai again on Friday. Just reminded myself that I need to send my coach a video that I did of him the other day. Probably going to forget that by the end of the stream. Sorry, Phil. Hate that. Yeah, a bit of an overshare there, Layla. Bit of an overshare. Yeah, just going to get rid of that in the chat. Yeah, unfortunately, can't get rid of that. For the VOD channel, just gonna do this until that goes away. Yeah, just keep going. Yeah, and it's gone. Brilliant. Okay, good. Yeah, maybe don't overshare too much in the chat, especially if that's not something we're talking about. It can be a little bit gross for people, you know. But anyway. Ben Fish says, I just found your content through FD. Been wanting to drop by and say I've been enjoying it. Well, thank you very much, Ben Fish. I really appreciate that. That rocks. Yeah. Can't really say better than that. That's great. Buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. I have actually had a really good boost in subscribers and stuff like that since I was on FD's channel, and yeah, literally I think about 237 subscribers since he gave me a shout out for being in his video, and sort of directed people to one of my videos as well, and that was really cool. Yeah, really appreciate Feet for that. He is just one of the nicest dudes. Yeah, love him to bits. Proper legend. But listen, other than me, we've got some phenomenal streamers in the chat, and I want you all to go and show some love to Goblin Hugger, for example, and also Sterling's Kitchen. Sterling has a shout out there that just happens immediately in the chat for him, but you can go and check him out via that link as well if you missed that. Who do we got here? Sploot News says she had a quiet weekend for once because she was feeling a bit crap, but then the quiet weekend ended up being good for me, so hooray. Quiet weekends are actually underrated, extremely underrated. I love a quiet weekend, and I wish I had more of them. I actually was too knackered by everything that I did this weekend last night, which is why I wasn't on Red Planet. I literally lay down on my bed at I think it was 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. or something, and I just couldn't get back up. Just could not get back up. I was so tired. I had task paralysis. I was just no, not getting up. I couldn't do anything. Literally couldn't do anything. And I spent the rest of the night watching a film called Network. Off and on, sort of pausing it, getting up, doing a thing, and then getting back in bed and watching it. And yeah, so that was interesting. Network, if you're not familiar, that's the one where there's a guy in it. What's his? I can't remember. His name is Paul Finch. The actor's name was, and it's that famous scene of the newscaster, and he's going, "I don't know what to tell you about the Russians or the crime in the streets. All I know is you've got to get mad." It's that one. And I watched it, and it was really good. It was actually really good. I did not realize just how good it was and how much it says about how media has evolved over the years, especially, it was made in the 70s, and actually now it's it speaks to things that are happening now on YouTube and Twitch. It's crazy. I love it. Yeah, you've got to have that me time. You really have. Also, hey, Rebel Firestorm, and hello, Lexi West. And hello, Middle-earth Marxists. Look, they're all dripping in now. There's trickle-down economics, but it's not money that's trickling down to me. It's viewers. And there's probably some bigger streamer on, at some stage. When's movie night? That's a great question, Layla. And I'll tell you why. Because we're not going to have a double feature movie night now, unless we get to £400 by the end of the stream tomorrow on the Dono goal. We've got a double feature movie night planned for you. It's a very left-wing one. We're going to be watching Stuart Lee's Snowflake, which is an hour comedy show that Stuart Lee does. Very, very, very funny. Basically, absolutely destroys all of the right-wing comedians who say, "Oh, you can't be funny anymore. It's all these woke snowflakes." So he just absolutely batters them. It's brilliant. It's really, really good. And one of the funniest things he's ever done. So it's simultaneously really effective, right? And he's the guy that says that. These days, if you say you're English, you get locked up and thrown in jail. That's right. That's a good observation there, Spotnik. And also, if we hit £400 before the end of the stream tomorrow night, that means we'll be having a double feature movie night where we actually watch Issa and Jay from the Laboratory of Insurrectionary Imagination. Sorry, got that wrong. It's a documentary that they both made, driving around and taking part in autonomous communities. Not taking part in, but going and visiting autonomous communities all across Europe and stuff like that. And it's supposed to be a really, really good insight into how people live in autonomous communities. And I think it's really, 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 really going to be a good film to watch. So we got those two films on the docket for movie night. When movie night is unfortunately dictated by a couple of things this month, because I've got a very fucking busy month at the minute. It's me and my partner's anniversary, so I got a lot of that to plan for. I'm also going down to Oxford to do a speech with Sophie. What else am I doing? I've got video shit to write. I'm fucking booked the fuck up. I completely forgot that I was going to see my family on Saturday, and I had to cancel the Lord of the Rings movie marathon that we had planned on Saturday, so that's unfortunate, but we will be having that rescheduled in the future. So probably not, definitely not this weekend because it's my anniversary. Probably not next weekend because I got I got something else to do. So it's probably gonna be yeah, this is a tough one, folks, because it's a full fucking day of Lord of the Rings in it. Do you know what I mean? I wish I hadn't said yes to this now. Movie night is a bit easy. If we hit movie night by tomorrow, right? If we hit movie night by the end of tomorrow and we do like a double bill movie night, or even if we have a single bill movie night, we'll probably be able to do that next Saturday, the 26th, because that'll be fun. I'm free in the evening. Do you know what I mean? I'm busy in the day, but I'm free in the evening. But the full length marathon of Lord of the Rings, that's gonna have to be fucking, you know. Anyway, hello, Bass Junkie, Cyber Quaker, Emmy Spoons, Gumba Master. Welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, we do it in Discord. Yeah, that's right, Layla. Yeah, it's in Discord. You can't just like stream movies on Twitch unless they are public domain movies. Monsieur Squirrel, welcome in. Hello, and djmuel. Hello, Vordrella. Hello. Everyone's trickling in. Everyone's trickling in now, aren't they? Where were you at the start of the stream? Outrageous behavior. Can't believe it. Had my rejection sensitive dysphoria playing right up. Oh my god, Nico Girl's here as well. How are you doing? Long time no speak. What's going on? 3 in the evening sounds like a Phil Collins song. Are you saying that because I look like Phil Collins? I don't actually look like Phil Collins, do I? For a minute there, I was like, Phil Collins is bald, isn't he? Maybe he was bald at like for a bit. I don't know. I was here. I just couldn't say anything. Not good enough, I'm afraid. You know, I'm gonna need a better excuse than that, to be honest. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks, Nico Girl. Yeah, it's good to see you. Everybody go follow Nico Girl, and also go follow that Emmy Spins in the chat. Both some phenomenal content creators. My notifications are on silent. Not good enough. You need to be more. Just be in my channel all the time, and then you'll know. You know, then you'll actually know, won't you? Was doing a run, not acceptable. Again, unacceptable. Even if you set a personal worst, you know. Wait, since it's so foggy, I was more swimming than running. Wait, so, oh yeah, because you were like, yeah, through the foggy air and shit, you know. Overslept by several hours. Sorry, Muel. Prince Infidel. Listen, you know, all these excuses. That's just what they are, isn't it? It's excuses, and you need to be held accountable for coming up with these nonsense excuses for the reason that you're not here to my stream on time. We all know that it's very important, my stream. We're gonna be looking at some extremely important things. For example, a British bloke that makes crusty thumbnails, and we're gonna laugh at him. And that's really important, isn't it? It's not, is it? That's why that's funny. So, that's too political. Exactly, it's too political. I should just live here. Time to build a shelter and chat. You got to do that. Goblin Hugger. 24/7 Mule, all or nothing, that's right. To anyone who doesn't know what's going on right now, I'm being sarcastic. If anyone's finding it hard to read my sarcasm, which I know is a thing, that bit's over now. Don't worry. We're done with that bit. We're moving on. We're going to talk about other stuff. Right? So, what have I got to talk to you about on the stream tonight? What I'm actually talking about. So, yeah, we are going to laugh at that guy, Tony Ferguson, the Ghost Whisperer. Very excited to check out his content. Had a little bit of a look at it. Pre-watched a little bit of it with my partner at the weekend. Very funny. Some of it is very funny, especially the bits where he goes with a psychic medium. And that psychic medium pretends to be possessed. That's the one bit that I saw that was very funny with my partner this weekend. Yeah, so that was hilarious. Hey, Actor Bellatrix, what's going on? Totally here for Big Amy. We're not watching Big Amy today, but good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We're going to have a little look at Twitter first. We're going to have a little bit of look at Twitter at the first, innit? That's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about. We're diving straight into this. Look at this. Tweet from friend of the stream. Lovely streamer as well. Twitch.tv/Casey Explosion. Go follow Casey. She's just amazing. Not rated Casey in a long time, actually. So if she's live tonight, maybe we can raid her later on. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, no, wrong. Listen, I spelled Casey's name wrong. It's not Casey Explosions. Don't know why I added another S in Casey's name. There it is. There's the correct link for Casey's stream. So anyway, Twitter's been on fire, hasn't it? So it's funny to look at the stuff that's happening there, even though it's a little bit like Schadenfreude. So here we're looking at Casey's tweet. She says, "Hey folks, I wanted to talk briefly about Musk's entirely inaccurate claims about Twitter driving clicks to other sites, because it's a real spit in the face to content creators who really struggle with visibility, and I don't think people realize just how bad it really is." So, right? This is something that's really sort of been on my mind recently, because it's quite likely, isn't it, that Twitter's just going to collapse before the end of the year. Lots of people are saying this, lots of experts in the tech field, they're saying this is outrageous at the minute. Twitter's being held up by literal poles and rope. I don't know, sticks and rope or something. You know, I don't know what the analogy was, but it, you know, sounds like it's rickety and it's going to fall down, right? So I'm sort of sat there thinking like, oh, well, you know, shit, what am I going to do? Like, am I going to grow as a content creator? And the answer to that is yes, actually, because Casey's right. I've really not had that much growth from advertising what I do on Twitter. It's not really a thing. I don't really get people coming into the stream being like, yo, I saw you on Twitter. What a great tweet you did. Like, that never happens. It happened once when I made a video on Twitter that went viral because I had someone big that I knew shared it. But also a lot of my videos have performed really well because I've had shares from bigger content creators actually on YouTube rather than Twitter itself, right? So that's something that I've been thinking about. It's like, well, if Twitter falls down, it's like, well, I'm not really going to actually like lose out that much, am I? Like lots of people who are like on my Twitch or whatever, do you know what I mean? They're going to be like, they're going to be coming by the notification that you get on Twitch rather than on Twitter. Chewing gum and string, that's right. Hey Raven, how's it going? And hello Zeme. And I don't know if I said hi Conquest of Cornbread, how are you doing as well? Welcome in. Yeah, Twitter deboosts links, yeah, because they want people to spend more time on Twitter so that it drives up ad revenue, right? That's the whole idea. And hi Rat Freak, how are you doing? Yeah, see, going live tweets usually 19 hours after they post it from streamers. Some I follow, some I don't. Yeah, exactly. People primarily advertise their art or whatever on Twitch. Twitter, yeah, but there are other websites. I truly love Twitter, so I'm biased. I feel sorry for the artists. Like, the artists are gonna suffer because a lot of artists have made connections via Twitter and stuff. I guess the only piece of advice that I could give to artists would be like, solidify those connections in different platforms, like for example Discord. You know, reach out to your clients, your regular clients, and say, yo, where are you going after Twitter? What are you doing? And I guess just sort of like stay in contact with them, you know? So it's one of those. You use the chronological timeline. Yeah, some people don't use the chronological timeline, do they? Like, what is that on Hootsuite or something? But anyway, you know, what Casey's saying is absolutely spot on here, like completely wrong. Like, Elon Musk is sort of like, you know, it's just fucking really funny. This is so funny. Like, Elon Musk is responding to someone here. This is James Felton talking about how he's being owned by his own website, which is quite funny, right? It's quite fucking funny. Twitter drives a massive number of clicks to other websites and apps. Biggest click driver on the internet by far. But it isn't it? Is it? It's just not. It's just absolutely not. Just absolutely not even that whatsoever. And then someone has added an actual link here to Data Reportal, which is a website that sort of looks at site data and stuff like that. The reverse is true. Twitter drives 7% of web traffic referrals. Facebook drives 74%. And Pinterest drives 7%. So it's really funny. He's been fact-checked here. But that's just the quote tweet. So let's see what Casey's saying about this. I'm often complaining about Twitter's algorithm suppressing links, people acting surprised to learn I even stream constantly because Twitter just doesn't show those tweets. Give a guess how many clicks I got from one of my recent going live tweets. Go on, just ballpark figures. What do we reckon, chat? Let's get a ballpark figure. Also, before that, go follow Odnon, because he's in the chat and he's a great streamer. Let's get a ballpark figure. How many clicks do you get for, like, would Casey get from Casey's going live? 10, 0, 4, 3. These are good guesses based on the information that we have so far. Also, hi Mark Salmons, how you doing? So these are good guesses so far. I'm surprised Facebook isn't all relevant. It just really hits me out of left field. Facebook is surprisingly really good at driving traffic, and I found that when I realized lots of my friends started to watch my YouTube videos, and when I finally made a political video, one of them just outed themselves as a fucking Nazi, because it was my video about PewDiePie and how PewDiePie is doing Nazi stuff, and he got really mad and he was like, none of this is Nazi stuff. So anyway, people are saying 2, 3, we got a maximum of 10. Let's have a look. So here's a sample of the analytics from my stream announcement tweets from over the past month. Against the Storm, 13 clicks. Frog Detective, 8 clicks. Signalis, 22 clicks. Ghost Song, 9 clicks. Now, if you look at Casey's followers, she's got 54,000 followers. 54,000 followers. Now, this is the kind of engagement that I get on my links, and I've got 6,000 followers. Right? It's absurd. It's absolutely fucking absurd. It's so much worse than people realize. This one's a real goof. Are you ready for this? Here's the amount of link clicks from one of my stream announcement tweets when I was playing Kaz the Rift. 0 clicks. It doesn't match up, and no matter how many people look over links. Exactly. Exactly. Just ridiculous. So, you know, you have no idea how hard I scoffed when I saw Musk claiming that Twitter is the biggest click driver on the internet by far. A lie so bold and brazen, it's beyond comical. By the way, this goes for content creators I follow and want to keep up with. Twitter simply will not show me their tweets, and I have it set to latest tweets. There's certain people who I just have to regularly check their profiles, otherwise I miss out on their content. This is why I try and get people to follow my Steam curator page, because even though I have less than 1/5 of the followers on there that I have here, at least I know it reliably drives traffic to games that I feature on there, and Steam shows them to followers. So there you go. There you go. He still thinks his tweets can make things come true. Yeah, he does. He does. He does do that. And, you know, I don't know. It's just such a nightmare, isn't it? It's just such a fucking nightmare. So that's that. That's the end of that. Next, what we having a look at? On my last going live, I got 59 impressions, 3 to 5 engagements, and 1 link click. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It is literally such a waste of time. Hold up, I'm just doing something real quick. It's because he's never been told no in his life? Yeah. He thinks he's so smart that if a thought pops into his head, it must be true. Yeah, a combination of both, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. Happy to hear about your date, by the way, Mark. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring that. Just sort of like cracking on with the content. Anyway, so we've got, I do like this account sometimes. Sometimes there's some pretty funny fucking shit on here. It's mostly about like electoralism and populism and stuff like that. So I'm not really, you know, a massive consumer of this kind of content. But I thought this stuff was pretty fucking funny. I thought that. So if you don't know what's going on with the Republican Party at the moment in the US, they're tearing each other apart. because they didn't have the red tsunami that they were hoping for in terms of votes against the Democrats in the recent midterm elections. And, you know, they didn't win the House, they didn't win the Senate or anything like that. They just kind of like stayed where they were. This is like a normal election result, right? For just like normal stuff that, you know, it's just, it's whatever, right? It's just like, yeah, normal. Like, you know, not anything like particularly incredible going on. The Democrats didn't really push anything amazing. The Republicans weren't really pushing anything reactionary enough, I don't think, even though there was some extremely horrible, you know, transphobia and stuff like that. I mean, the result, what we've learned is that stuff, whereas it extremely reactionary, of course, but not the reactionary stuff that the Republicans wanted or care about that much, right? So, actually, interesting result. However, sort of on that regard, because Republicans are terrified. They're like, we didn't get what we wanted. We didn't get this massive red tsunami kind of thing. They're now kind of like tearing each other apart, right? So we've got like this person here talking about like Trump, who is attacking DeSantis. So Trump is going after Ron DeSantis because he knows that Ron DeSantis is running for presidential campaign, and DeSantis knows that Trump's going to run again in the future. And so it's this like now incredible competition between Trump and DeSantis, and the followers of these people are just absolutely insane. So we've got incredible shit here. Why would Trump attack DeSantis? Now I'm angry at Trump. So there's this division happening already in the Republican Party. Like MAGA is sort of getting attacked a little bit. They're saying like, oh, people don't want MAGA Republicans. They want a clear, you know, sort of Republican, very conservative, neoconservative, less fascistic sort of attack against the Democrats. That's kind of like what people want. And so Trump's mad at DeSantis for that, and then all Trump's MAGA followers are there being like, can someone answer why Ron DeSantis is in the Oklahoma diamond business with Anthony Fauci and a former CDC director? Does Trump know something? Yale, Skull and Bones trained, wolf in sheep's clothing, and I moved to Florida because of him. It's just all this nonsense, like, conspiracy theory. Now they're making up conspiracy theories about each other. Like, it's so insane. And then, like, here we go. Next one. Breaking news. The sinister Dr. Fauci, former CDC Director Redfield, Florida AG, and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis are all in a diamond mining business in Oklahoma together. It's just absolute fucking nonsense. Absolute fucking nonsense that, like... But it is funny. It's a whole different world. Tweet from another dimension. Absolutely. Also, 3 Bears Gaming is here. Please go and show some love to 3 Bears Gaming. Yeah. How are you doing? Good to see you. What else do we got in the chat? Hello, Emmy. Welcome in. Hello. They did a poll a while back, and most Republicans don't actually care about the trans issue. The trans panic was mostly invented by think tanks like the Heritage Institute. Yes. Back when the grifters in the Lincoln Project started to show their ass, libs would say, this is going to tear Republicans apart, which wasn't true. Lincoln Project was composed of rich conservatives like in 3 states. But this is a noticeable tear. Yes, it is. Yes. The rhetoric going on between Trump and DeSantis is wild to watch. Yeah, I kind of want to see some Trump stuff where he's like talking about DeSantis, because it's just going to be funny, isn't it? It's just going to be funny. I've seen it theorized that Republican voters believe votes are fraud because of Trump's January 6th. The stats out there that percentually more Trump voters / Fox viewers died to COVID. Oh my God. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. The whole Dems are stealing election line is completely backfired, and their followers think now there's no point in voting. That's great. That's great. Yeah, it's like Hunter Biden's laptop and Hillary's emails, yeah, but they're attacking each other, which is great. That's great. I know the Democrats aren't good. Lesser of two evils, for sure. But at the end of the day, you know, having them in power is marginally better than having the you know, Republicans in power, especially MAGA Republicans and people like Ron DeSantis, Mitch McConnell, all that. Can't wait to see what Alex Jones has to say about this on the next Knowledge Fight episode. I just can't believe Alex Jones is still going. He's got a fucking, what, like a three, how much was he meant to pay? 3 billion or something, or $1 billion, you know? 1.5 trillion. Get out of town. No, it wasn't trillion. No, it was billion. No, it can't be trillion. Shut up. You're making that up. It's not trillion, is it? How much does Alex Jones owe in damages? No, it's 1.5 billion. It's 1.5 billion. It's not trillion. There's no way. There's no way. A billion is, you know, a third of the UK. Yeah, yeah. $1 million. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay, Lucas. We're all dumb here. Don't worry about it. Right. So, yeah. So we got all this. This is funny. This is getting pretty funny. But now we got some more serious stuff. We got some more serious stuff. So we got Just Stop Oil again. We are having a look today at this.
Why are you doing this?
Hello, I'm Lee, I'm 22 and I'm a student at the University of Aberdeen and I'm here today with Just Stop Oil. Basically, the reason why we have thrown paint on this building is because these buildings hold the offices for both Barclays and Shell in Aberdeen. And today we are doing this in solidarity with the Extinction Rebellion protests that are happening all across the country to protest Barclays' continued involvement and funding investment of the oil industry.
So there you go. Just Stop Oil painting the town orange yet again. Very cool, very based. It's going to piss people off, and I love that. I love that it's going to upset people. I love that it's going to get gammons extremely red-faced and mad about it. Hello, Smutty Baba Yaga. How you doing? Welcome in. And Lyra's here as well. Can I get a shout out for Lyra, please, Smutty Baba Yaga? Major septum piercing envy. Love that. Yeah. Being a leftist anywhere in the core means holding your nose and putting your ex in the least shit box every few years, then getting on with your actual politics. Yeah, that's right, Muel. Yeah, for sure. Lilia Vallis, first time chat, says, the building will probably look nicer with that orange, and I agree. A little bit of colour, never did anyone any harm, did it? But welcome in, Lilia Vallis. Good to see you. So, that's that. A little bit of Just Stop Oil. Very nice, very good. Important to remember that there are multiple activists from Just Stop Oil in prison at the minute for crimes that have not really been specified. So remember again, Prisoner Solidarity Network, a very important organization that means that you can get in touch with not just prisoners, but activist prisoners. And it's something that we're really going to have to start thinking about, even if you don't want to think about it, as leftists in the future. So there you go. Don't forget the Prisoner Solidarity Network. Now, this one, I'm not going to show this video because people literally fucking die in it. And it's fucked. And I would say to you, do not watch this video if you are at all sensitive to any kind of car accident, any kind of like road traffic accident, anything like that. You know what I mean? It's like, so, you know, it's really fucked. But this, I can't, this is a screenshot anyway. It's not a video. This is a screenshot of Elon Musk apparently laughing. And who knows? This could be fake as fuck, right? Who fucking knows? But, you know, he is just doing that at the minute, isn't he? He is just sort of responding to any and all criticism of anything that he says and his company and shit like that. Like, he is literally just, like, doing crying, laughing emojis. Sort of respond. He's posting through it. He's literally posting through it. You know? And that's... I thought it was fake as well, Mora. Yeah. I mean, maybe he deleted it. I don't fucking know. Apparently, this person who screenshotted this saw this 10 minutes after it was posted. You know? More ammo for the Tesla board to oust him entirely. Yeah. Hey, Cat Made Entirely, if you're in. Welcome in as well. How you doing? Cannot believe he doesn't shatter the idea of meritocracy for literally everybody on the planet. Well, yeah, that's because the idea of meritocracy is like... They're still in denial about it, aren't they? They're going through the stages of grief. They're going through the stages of grief. Not the first time Musk has deleted a tweet, that's right. Can't wait until this man gets sued into the void and has to live on a shack on the beach, yeah? I mean, he won't have to live on a shack in the beach, will he? He'll probably go and live with his dad in his apartheid emerald mansion. That's probably what's going to go on, isn't it? Anyway. I saw someone recently talk about how the worst people always just respond with the laugh emoji. Oh, yeah, so I guess I'm one of the worst people, then. I mean, that would fit with some people's narratives, to be honest. But, yeah, okay. What's this? You're responding to Monsieur Squirrel. Or did Monsieur Squirrel say? Interesting that she gives out identifying info immediately. Is being arrested part of the tactics? No, it is a very public... Yeah. Like, it is a very public action. You know, they see arrest as an inevitable consequence, so why try to hide? And I think being open about it and just being open and honest about who you are, it's humanizing as well. I think that this is, you know... I think this is the point, yeah, for sure. There was a day last week where right-wing commentators were complaining about protests at Hyde Park Corner, stopping all traffic. Just Stop Oil, Extinction Rebellion were puzzled as they had nothing planned. Turns out it was just lots of rain and bad drains. The protest was organized by the climate itself. No way, Rap Freak. No fucking way. Okay, that's funny as fuck. Anyway. Hey, Porcelain, how are you doing? Hello. I even have my own laugh emote. What does that say? Yeah, me too. Yeah. It means I'm a disgusting piece of shit. Anyway, so yeah, the video is absolutely horrible. Like, basically, I'll describe to you what happens. But essentially, right, a Tesla starts to park kind of like in the top right corner there. You know where that van is? It kind of looks like it says Lotso. Right? And it starts to kind of park, but then basically rockets off at high speed down the road on the side, and it hits a guy on the pavement, and then someone riding a bike, and then it also hits another car, sort of like grazes another car, I think, or I can't remember. I watched it earlier. And then, great thing to watch over your morning coffee, by the way. Yeah, just very normal. We live in a normal world. Anyway, and then the fourth thing it does, I think it like smashes head onto another vehicle and then finally comes to a stop, having killed the two people in the car, or in both cars. Yeah. Hope the person on the bike isn't too badly injured. Yeah, the person on the bike is absolutely injured. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Hey, Mr. Dank, how's it going? And hello, Sorka, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, very bad. Hey, Tart, how you doing? Welcome in. You ate a burg. Yeah, good to hear. And hello, Alad Pink. I've seen some people try to frame Just Stop Oil as middle class versus lower class, and I think that humanizing the people doing the protests is to try and avoid people believing that. Well, yeah, because they had that bouncer who was basically a bouncer his entire life, and you know, folks, I don't know if you know this, but you don't get paid a lot as a bouncer. So anyway, so yeah, I think that's what that was about. Anyway, let's move on. So this is more stuff about the election. The guy who makes the Babylon Bee, you know, that extremely unfunny right-wing, whatever you call it. It's like a shock reactionary news website, right? But it's supposed to be like parody. It's supposed to be like The Onion, but for right-wingers. Ridiculous. But this is the guy that made the Babylon Bee. Joel Berry, his name is. And so he like after the electoral vote, it's the guy with the Wong joke. That's right. Thank you for the follow, by the way. So this guy's like, Unmarried women in America are lost, miserable, addicted to SSRIs and alcohol, racked with guilt from abortion, and wandering partner to partner. They're the Democrats' core base now, and the Democrats will do everything possible to manufacture more of them. Yes, the Democrats, right? The Democrats who failed to codify Roe v. Wade into law. That's right. The Democrats. I mean, you could argue that the Democrats are responsible to, unmarried women having SSRIs. I don't think they're addicted. I don't think you can be addicted to SSRIs because they're pretty fucking bad antidepressants and, have the worst side effects in the world. A lot of them. Sertraline, I think, is one of the worst. But just incredible news. Incredible news. Possibly something. It sounds like he could be talking about a guy, not like a woman. Like it could be any gender, right? Just anyone, right? It's ridiculous. You can't. Yeah. Acton Bellatrix is literally a mental health nurse. You can't get addicted to SSRIs. It's such a bad take. Hey, Buddha, how are you doing? Welcome in. Anyway, his next tweet is, it's not Republican messaging. It's not low-quality candidates. It's not Trump. It's not abortion. It's mass mail-in drop-box voting. It's as simple as that. And Republicans will never win another election unless it's stopped. Like, no, it is. It is all these things. It is Republican messaging. It is low-quality candidates. And it is Trump as well. It's all these things. It is actually all these things that you just said that it isn't. You know? Too many people voting. That's why we're losing. It's just too many people voting. I can't believe it. And then another tweet here. Like, this guy is posting through it again. Like, these tweets are all on the same day. These tweets are all on the 11th on Friday. It's just absolutely incredible. It's astounding to me that this isn't obvious to more in Republican leadership who seem to prefer finger-pointing and infighting over actually fighting back against the godless communist orcs trying to ruin this great country. Like, what do you, like, what, there's Republican infighting now? Like, no, this has only been happening recently. Literally just been happening recently. This is like a very new thing, Republican infighting. It's like, it's absolutely, what an insane take. I just literally can't handle this guy. So ridiculous. The sooner Republicans realize their opponents are communist revolutionaries who worship power and will do anything necessary to achieve it, the better. Don't mess around with these people. They will kill the greatest nation on earth and will have your weakness to thank for it. It's so funny. Communist revolutionaries. Bro, you're on about the Democrats. You're on about the Democrats. They're actually just conservatives. They're actually just conservatives, dude. Like, they're not... Oh, I can't believe it. But I can believe it. It's just so funny, isn't it? Communist revolutionaries, Communist revolution. Never mind the actual communist revolutionaries who are doing things like direct action all the time. Handshake meme between communists and orcs. Love painting things red. Rise up, godless communist orcs. Godless communist orcs sounds like based Muel content. Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah, for sure. Actually. Yeah, it's just so silly, isn't it? So silly. This nonsense. Sophie from Mars is in the stream, everybody. Look at this. Sophie from Mars in the stream. Can I get a shout out for Sophie from Mars, please? Smutty Baba Yaga. Sure, she'll enjoy that. Jonathan Muel. Yes, me. That is me. That's my name. That's who I am. Dems are just as war hungry as the reps, and that detail alone makes you a rabid bigot, right? That's it. Okay. I think that's all that we gotta look at, really. Okay, this is what the content warning for transphobia is about, and racism. It's a transphobia, racism, double whammy. Love this for everybody. Love this for everybody. It's Ollie London. Like, this is Matt. I love Matt. Matt's does some really good content over on Instagram. MattXIV. Go and show Matt some love. Extremely, I really like Matt's content. It's really good. Pro-queer, you know, sort of doing basically based pro-queer propaganda. It's really good. So we got Matt talking about Ollie London. Easily the most insane character arc I've ever witnessed. I agree. White influencer Ollie London has 18 surgeries to look like BTS star Jimin and now identifies as Korean. This was news last year. I'm sure many of you will remember this. It was horrific. It was awful. It was the worst thing that anyone's ever seen, apart from Rachel Dolezal, right? It's literally just Rachel Dolezal moment. Very awful. And then doing this kind of stuff. Just doing stuff like this. Yeah, if you weren't aware of this news last year, the rest of the arc isn't surprising at all. Right, exactly, yeah. Hi, Lenny. How's it going? Welcome in. Greetings from south of Boston. South of Boston. Welcome in. It was so hard for me to come out as they / as them. Okay, already fuckery going on here because normally it's they / them, isn't it? You can have your pronouns in any order you want. You can have like she, her, or her, she, or like whatever. I don't give a fuck. But like them, they. That's already a fucked vibes moment in changing the order. Normally it would be they / them, but it's them. So this is what they've said. This is. It was so hard for me to come out as them / they / core / Ian. And that's... There's just not enough... There's not enough analytical science behind posting for me to even actually comment on that. Like, I don't think that I... Do you know what I mean? I just don't... I have no idea... core blimey Ian. I just don't like I have no, you know, I don't know, like what do you say about this? Like the flag as well, it's just so offensive to Korean people. It's just horrible. Anyway, so the next one, Ollie London. I've rejected my trans identity to follow Jesus. Now I want to be baptized. So this is this month. This is November. And then, of course, we all know what happens when a semi-famous public figure who is trans, you know, decides that they're not trans anymore. Like, I've rejected my transness. And then it's this, isn't it? It's this. It's literally this. It's... so now, Ollie London's got an America flag emoji, and wait, that's not in their username, is it? Or I don't know. Anyway, Ollie London's got an American flag emoji there and a TV emoji. Fox News, Tucker Carlson tonight. Internet celebrity transitions after spending 6 months as a Korean woman. Very normal headline. Very normal situation. Like, just you couldn't have told me that this. Maybe you could. I don't know. Yeah, massive grifter. I think. I don't. Well, look. Here's the thing. I don't fucking know. Do you know what? I was about to have a take. I don't fucking know. Whatever. I wish them the best. Go for it, Ollie London. You do you. Whatever. You know, they're gonna drop you as soon as you realize that. You know, they're just kind of using you for content. That's what's gonna happen. So good luck with that. You're gonna need it. But the post itself is just upsetting, like extremely upsetting. America, we all need to fight for the rights of every child. We need to fight against the current system normalizing harmful teaching in classrooms. We must be sensitive to the struggles children have to go through, recognize it is normal for a child to be confused by their identity. Full transphobia. So there you go. Cursed as fuck. So we're moving on from that pretty rapid, extremely upsetting, distressing news. This is something that's happened. I don't know if anybody saw this last week. Elon Musk surprised Twitter employees today with a surprise all-hands scheduled less than half an hour before it started. This guy knows how to run a company. What I'm learning more and more about Elon Musk, is that he definitely knows how to run a company. He definitely knows how to manage people. And it's very, very good when he does it. So this is an article from The Verge. And we've got Elon Musk's first meeting with Twitter employees. And all hands is basically all hands on deck. Right? Yeah, like, yeah. So let's zoom in a little bit here. I've just turned the music down a bit too much there. I'm learning that he really wants me to think he's funny. Yeah, he's desperate for people to like him, isn't he? So, anyway. With Twitter staff still reeling from mass layoffs and executive resignation, Musk took questions from employees for nearly an hour. Here's everything he said. With barely 20 minutes notice, Elon Musk gathered Twitter employees on Thursday to address them directly for the first time. During a nearly 1 hour Q&A session, which The Verge obtained was a recording of, you can read the full transcript below, Musk was blunt about Twitter's financial state, his ambition to turn Twitter into an app for payments, his love for gizmos, and that he now expects employees to work with a maniacal sense of urgency. The maniacal sense of urgency phrase, one of my favorites from this particular, you know? Has he tried giving away his money yet? For some reason, that appears to be the last thing on his mind. Yeah, I'm sure everyone at Twitter has their resume up to date. Yep. They absolutely do. So, this is a great one. Elon Musk spoke about offering banking services via Twitter. Right? Now, for those of you that don't know, Elon Musk originally, his first business venture paid for by his dad, whose money is in blood emeralds and in apartheid South Africa, was PayPal. And he worked a little bit as a CEO on PayPal. So what he's doing is he's thinking, shit, I fucked this up. Let's go back to basics, right? Turn it into PayPal. We'll just do banking on Twitter. And he says, I think there's this transformative opportunity in payments. Payments really are just the exchange of information. From an information standpoint, not a huge difference between, say, just sending a direct message and sending a payment. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. There's a massive difference between that. One is potentially sending the incorrect person hundreds of thousands of pounds, not being able to retrieve it, being scammed, etc. The other one is not that. Nothing like that. Right? You know? So, interesting how he's got that wrong. They're basically the same thing. In principle, you can use direct messaging stack for payments. And so that's definitely a direction we're going to go in. Enabling people on Twitter to be able to send money anywhere in the world instantly and in real time. We just want to make it as useful as possible. He's just trying to do PayPal again. He's trying to do PayPal, Cash App, Ko-fi. You know? Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, I would not trust Twitter with my bank details. Nope. No way. Anyway, later offered more detail. If you can simply have one balance on Twitter that could simply go positive or negative. When it goes positive, the interest rate is better than what you could receive elsewhere. And when it goes negative, the interest rate is lower than what you see elsewhere. Now you have a much simpler system. Okay, this statement here is like such a fundamental misunderstanding of how banks work. Or he might be talking about it as a whole.
Please enjoy this perfectly normal direct message.
Jan Shafim, thank you so much for the £10. Don't forget, folks, double feature movie night is at stake. If we hit £400 before the end of tomorrow's stream, we'll be having a double bill movie night in the Discord this month. And we will be watching Issa and Jay's film, Paths to something. I can't remember what it is, but it's about going to, what was it? Can't fucking remember. Autonomous areas, autonomous places where people live autonomously in Europe. And also, we'll be watching the entirety of Stuart Lee's Snowflake. Very exciting. So remember, that's what we're watching on movie night this week. To unlock movie night, get me up to £400 by the end of tomorrow night's stream. You can donate via using the sub off Twitch command in the chat to directly send me money and not give any money, therefore, to... wait, what did I just say? Did I say that right? You can use the sub off Twitch command to send me directly any money that you like and not by proxy give any money to Twitch, which is a harmful platform for marginalized people. There you go. Right, so, oh, look at this. Sploot New.
Haha, the weed number.
It is. It's the weed number. Thank you so much. Haha, the weed number. Sploot New. It's the weed amount. Thank you so much for donating the weed number to my stream. We're at £229. That means that we've only got £70 to 300 quid. So only £170 to go. Buzz in. We're on track. We're not on track, but I'm just trying to make things better for myself. Right, okay, so that's that. Anyway, let's get back to this nonsense. When it goes to a positive, the interest rate... So what he's saying is he wants Twitter to be a bank. So for some reason, I don't know, it's just ridiculous. Then you attach a debit card to the Twitter account so you have backward compatibility into the payment system because not everyone will accept Twitter. So if they have above a certain balance, you automatically send people a debit card. You want backward compatibility to the existing financial infrastructure. What? What are you on about? What does that even mean? In the US, there's still a small number of checks that are used. So if your landlord is demanding that you send a check, you have to have some non-zero number of checks. That would mean we send a small number of checks to those that need to have checks. Then you add automatic payment over time, basically address. You just wanted to make it a bank. Hey Tanuki, how's it going? All of this, and you can be sure this won't sink in financially or socially. It's just so ridiculous. I just can't believe it. Then he weighed in on what circumstances could lead Twitter to declare bankruptcy. And he says, now this is CEO, businessman of the decade, Elon Musk, genius, tech genius, right? We just definitely need to bring in more cash than we spend. If we don't do that, there's a massive negative cash flow. Then bankruptcy is not out of the question. That is a priority. We can't scale to 1 billion users and take massive losses along the way. That's not feasible. I don't think we will. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. What we need to do... Listen, in a business, what I think we need to think of sometimes, I think we just definitely need to bring in more money than we spend. I think that, not many people are saying this, but like this is the one thing that I think we need to do. I think this is the one thing we need to do. Also, hi Dime Package, how's it going? Welcome in. Please show some, love to Dime Package. He's great. Nobel Prize material. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Sorka, I don't think Divided was saying that IQ is real. We're just kind of having a laugh here. But also welcome in, Divided. Your docket today has me like an anime character. All my responses have been ... Yeah. I can respect that. Yeah, I can feel that, I can feel that. Interesting, isn't it? And also, hi Lorelei, welcome in. It's good to see you. So let's have a little look at this one. So now this is an actual. We've seen some fucked vibes already, right? We've actually seen some fucked vibes already, right? So we've got Twitter's remote work policy now. Now, if somebody's contribution is so significant that they can overcome the communication difficulties of being remote, then they should absolutely remain at Twitter. But it will be a higher bar. They have to be that much better to overcome the communication issues of being remote. There are plenty of people at Tesla and SpaceX that do work remotely, but it's on an exception basis for exceptional people. That's because Tesla and SpaceX are not Twitter. There are factories. There are physical goods that need to be processed and created and stuff like that. As far as I know, I'm not an expert in business, or whatever. You know, not like, you know, but from my understanding, Twitter doesn't make stuff, does it? It doesn't make stuff. It's not actually, like, nothing's made. Like, there's no physical, actual stuff. Like, you could argue that code is physical, right? But it doesn't require you to, like, be in a factory to make the thing. There's not, like, a big thing where you get all the code and you mash it all in a machine and it, you know, and that creates Twitter. That's not, you know, it's not what happens. Twitter allows me to post my unhinged thoughts, but somehow I don't think Twitter can sell that. They can't. It's replicable, though. That's like the internet's whole thing. Right. Exactly. It doesn't make stuff, but it produces a lot of shit. Yeah, that's true. So, anyway, right. You get what I'm saying, right? But he's saying that, like, Twitter needs to be the same as a company that builds rockets. Or cars, right? It's just an insane take. And I totally understand if that doesn't work for some people. That's the new philosophy at Twitter. Let me be crystal clear. If people do not return to the office when they're able to return to the office, they cannot remain at the company. End of story. Basically, if you can show up in an office and you do not show up at the office, resignation accepted. End of story. So, interesting to know, right? Interesting to know in this regard is that a worker based in Ireland who has a great internet connection, is able to work remotely, cannot commute to the Dublin office without hundreds of pounds of expenditure, has now been informed that they have to start showing up to the office. Right? And because of the ridiculous rent hikes that we're seeing across the board, not just in the UK, but in Europe at large, people aren't able to just up sticks and move to Dublin. It's not feasible. You know, if Elon's talking about feasible things, it's not feasible. It's just not, it's not possible. It's just, you know. Oh yeah, he was also late to this meeting. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Here's a great one. Here's a great one. Now, this is possibly the only okay take he's had about Twitter at all, right? You know? It's possibly the only okay take that he's had. Because TikTok is quickly becoming, like TikTok, Shorts, Reels, they're quickly becoming like the best form of content that people consume. Like, people fucking love TikTok. I fucking love TikTok. I love it so much. It's literally one of the best fucking things ever, right? It's my favorite social media because the algorithm is sort of like based on what I like, and it's not trying to like piss me off or anything like that. It's completely the opposite of Twitter, right? So if he actually like turned Twitter into TikTok, I could probably just like engage with it a lot better, and that would be fine, you know? But I don't think it's going to actually like go into that, is it? I don't think it's going to go into that. I don't think it's going to talk about that. You know. So, that's that. Huge radicalization problem on TikTok. Yes. Wait till you hear about Twitter. Wait till you hear about YouTube and Facebook. Oh, wow. Yeah. You know, if you think it's bad on TikTok, whew, oh boy. You check out Facebook and see what happens over there, my friend. Wasn't that just Vine? Yeah, Twitter bought Vine and then they got rid of it. Right, yeah. Absolutely. Anyway, right. So, I frequently send Muel animal videos. I promise my entire For You page isn't just animal videos. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Anyway, right. So, let's check out what's going on here. But right now, Elon says, content creators cannot post the length of video that they would like to post, and they cannot monetize it, which means they cannot pay the bills. These are not like super complicated things. They're pretty basic. We're not trying to put YouTube out of business, but I'm just saying maybe we really need to give YouTube a whole bunch of free traffic. Maybe not. But you don't! Right? The problem with that statement is, Elon, is that you don't. right? You don't. That doesn't happen. It doesn't actually happen like that. Like, you don't actually give YouTube a whole bunch of free traffic. We already found out that that was bollocks, right? You know? So anyway, I was actually flipping through the Twitter video where once you go into a kind of full screen video mode, you can just start flipping through videos. It's actually not bad. I was like, okay, well, it's pretty good. I think building on that makes a ton of sense. How do we start with a creative flywheel if we don't have video ads to begin with? This is where subscriptions come in, because YouTube also has subscriptions. They don't show ads in subscriptions. This is kind of like the only alright take. You know? This is kind of like the only alright take, right? It's like, yeah, alright. That kind of makes sense. But anyway, what else do we got? So this is a huge, this is a huge transcript, and I'm not gonna go through this, right? I'm not gonna go through this because there's just so much. There's just so much. Should pick one at random. Let's just pick one at random, right? Right? Let's have a little look at this. I have a follow-up question. When we talked about followers, subscribers, I think Jack Dorsey had an interview about 2 or 3 years ago about how he regrets having the follow button. What's in your vision about this? And do you think that's something we will want to create because we do want to promote creators? So Musk here with a great take, right? I think subscriber or some other word would probably be a better word than follow, because follow sounds more like, do you have a cult or something? And I'm like, I guess I do have a bit of a cult, but not everyone wants to be a cult member, you know? We're leaving that one there. We're leaving that one there. Listen, if you want to read through that, you can. There's a link in the chat. Boom, right there. There you go. Straight on it. Get straight on that, because a lot of funny shit in there. Yeah, he just needs to be different. $16 to join the cult. That's right. Anyway, okay, so let's move on. Now, this next one, big content warning for COVID. As you know, we're very COVID conscious on this stream. It's very important to remember this stuff. We're going to be talking now about young people getting COVID. If this is too much for you, duck out for maybe the next 20 minutes or so. I don't know how long this bit's going to go on for, but with 20 minutes, you can be certain that you can come back in, check, see what I'm talking about. And if it's too much, then, you know, that's that. You can tune back out. So, really good account here. Turn. One good turn. Really cool. Sort of like very based stuff about COVID. Like real talk about COVID. A quick story that was messaged to me by a mum. Fit and healthy 18-year-old. Second COVID infection July 22nd. After A-levels. Yes, he's British. Right. Since then, 1, undetermined chest infection, 2, tonsillitis, 2, sinus infections, 2, ear infections. This is after July 22nd. Right? July 22nd. Hey, Pat Potato, welcome in. Hospitalized by most recent ear infection. Now on 8th course of antibiotics in 3 months. Only well for a handful of days since August. Had to leave university course. Has now been referred to an immunologist, even though it's private. There are no appointments until 2023. We need a debate about this, about if this is acceptable. Several of his friends in similar situations, non-stop infections, headaches, fatigue. What happens when my son catches COVID again? It seems to be that COVID has turned an otherwise healthy child into one who is potentially clinically vulnerable. The cost of this, both in pounds, we've seen the GP countless times, been to A&E, etc. before taking ourselves to private, and in terms of lost productivity, is immense. I'm just angry and sad that we haven't been able to protect our young people, and that our medics have been happy to not learn about COVID or spread any useful information that would have helped the general population understand. Most of the doctors we've seen seem disinclined to see COVID as being a factor at all, and just want to treat the immediate infection and move on. Now, here's a bit that really touched me. Sorry. Now I write that all out, it seems so banal compared to the sudden deaths, etc. But I think these are going to be the more common stories. Repeat infections of all sorts grinding down immune systems. That's so typical. A mother watching her son being ground down and she's left feeling like she's the one moaning by the horrific state of our country. Right? Many of you, especially if you're British, will probably feel like that. I feel like I can't bring up COVID to any of my friends. Because whenever I do, I'm met with, oh, but I can't do that. And, oh, but we've moved on. And, oh, but it's not really that bad anymore. And, oh, everyone's got the vaccine. It's fine. When we all know that's all bollocks. So 9 times out of 10, when we bring these things up, we're like, oh, well, you know, I don't want to be a dickhead. You know? But this is the future we're giving the kids in our country. And not just the UK. This is everywhere. Everywhere's like this, isn't it? Right? Capitalism has moved on. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? I think that's the thing that people... you know, are sort of moving with, aren't they? Right? All I can hope is that we could get him back on his feet and back to study and fun. This 4 months have been exhausted for all, and to send him back to uni seems like a time bomb, but what's the alternative? How will people who have less resources than us cope? Why haven't public health done any public health? One of the 68 million stories on Plague Island. 68 million stories. Because everybody's had COVID. Everybody's had COVID. I've had COVID once. You know, my partner's had it twice. I know a bunch of people who've had it. I know someone who's had it 8 times. And I have no idea what they're up to at the minute, because that was kind of like a date that I had at the tail end of last year. You know? I just don't really know what I could do to help. You don't really need to do anything, do you? Apart from, like, wear an N95 mask and socially distance. That's what you do. That's all you can do. Because at this point, it's not even you helping other people. It's about actually, like, self-preservation. That's how I see it. That you wouldn't catch me in a million fucking years going to a gig nowadays. Even the pub. Even the fucking pub. You know? And also, hi, Hell to Pay. How's it going? Welcome in. Like, the way that I sort of see it is like, okay, like, you know, I'll go to, like, a restaurant, right? Because you're in a restaurant for, what, like an hour? An hour is okay. You know? And that's that, right? You just fucking get your scran, get out, right? I think that's the majority of what I would do. But I genuinely think, like, you know, we've really got to start thinking about, like, what part of our... I just like what part we're playing in the mutation of COVID, right? What about a stag do? Well, for a start, that's the same as going to the pub, isn't it? It's literally the same as going to the pub. It's actually on stag do's, you go to like several pubs, right? Don't you? So that's a bit of a silly question. What is a stag do? Okay, you don't actually know what a stag do is. So, I don't know why you're asking me that question. A stag do is, for the Americans in the audience, a bachelor party. That's what that is. So, there you go. It is British for bachelor's night. Yeah, it is. Also, hi, Husker. Look, I don't see why people don't have an incentive to wear masks nowadays, because we know that if you wear an N95 mask, you actually reduce your chances, the wearer's chances of getting COVID, by like 2 fucking thirds. You know? Oh, and high risk inverse as well. Welcome in. So, you know, even now, if you kind of want to, like, make it on, like, an individual basis of, like, you know, why you're not masking up in public and shit like that. It's like, oh, it doesn't do anything. Well, actually, it does now. It actually does if you get the right mask. You know, and me and my partner, we've got fucking loads of them, and they're not that... They're expensive, but they're not as expensive as you might think. So, I don't know. It just seems like, to me, the right thing to do. But I don't want to go on about it. That's the end of that, but I just think, you know, it's good to have a bit of COVID awareness, especially now as we're going into... You know, there's a reason that the NHS is offering COVID boosters now. Like, they're offering COVID boosters to vulnerable people and people over 50. Right? There's a reason that they're doing it. It's like the flu as well. And I know people, like, you know, this obsession with saying, like, it's just like the flu. Right? Oh, it's just like the flu. It's like, well, the flu is really bad, actually. Like, it kills people. What do you want about? Hey, Julia, how's it going? Welcome in. Sometimes you call it a stag party in the States. That's interesting. Last time I tried to talk to family, friends, and co-workers about getting vaxxed and still wearing a mask, I've got ostracized, criticized, people making me out to be an alarmist. I'm just over it. See, that's the thing. At this point, what you've got to do, right, is just get away from all that. You know, you know that you're not going to win that battle, innit? So move away from that. And just look after yourself. Like, it seems to be that's the only way that we can sort of mitigate this damage that happens. I think. You know? I wish I understood people's flippantness about it. Lots of people... Listen, I've tried to do this in the past, but people have gone mad at me in the chat and said, like, oh, we've tried being polite and it's not good enough. You know, like, I'm not going to start this all again, right? But lots of people have lots of different reasons why they don't do this. And I think the biggest one is that people are in denial. We've lost a lot of people as a human race. And I think that stuff actually does permeate not just our brain, but our soul. Because we know how many people have died from this thing, right? And it was a traumatic thing to go through. It was a very traumatic time to go through, especially during the actual lockdowns and stuff. It was like, oh my goodness, right? And so when you experience grief on like a mass scale like that, and people wouldn't understand that it's grief because some people don't understand the actual connection, like, you know, we have a physical connection to every other person on this earth, right? And, you know, you can prove this by when you smile at someone in the street, 9 times out of 10, they smile back at you, right? There's just this like connection that we all have to each other. We are all one, right? And when hundreds of thousands, hell, millions of people die from a truly preventative disease, and we actually see examples where people have not died, like in New Zealand, in Cuba, in Vietnam, right? They're sort of like in denial about it. They're like, oh, well, you know, that could never happen in this country, so whatever, it's fine. And also when people get COVID, they're just like, because of the variant of COVID in its intensity, like with me, I genuinely felt like I was being violently attacked. You know, like violently attacked by this disease. It was awful, and I don't fucking want it again. You know what I mean? I don't want it again. I know that New Zealand's not so good now. I know, Middle Earth Marxist, but just as an example of a place in the Imperial core, right? Just as that, you know. Anyway, so there's that, and anyway, I'm not going to go on about this. Like I say, it's denial, isn't it? People don't want to think or talk about it anymore. It's like hitting a brick wall in the mind. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I lost the best boss I've ever had to COVID. She was an anti-vaxxer. But other than that, she was always on our side when the big bosses showed up. Yeah, it sucks. It really fucking sucks. But anyway, it's time to get into the meat of the stream. What is the meat of the stream? I hear you ask. Everybody in the chat is immediately saying, what's the meat? What's the meat? What's the protein of the stream? What's the thing that's going to get me big and girthy and strong in the brain? Well, I'll tell you right now. Stream meat. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Smutty Babby. I go, yes, what's the meat? So, the meat of this stream. I found last week what could potentially be a new guy. It's been a long time since we've had a guy. It's been a long time since we've had a guy. It's been a long, long time since we've had a guy, folks. But I found another guy. Here he is. He's coming. He's coming in strong. We got crusty YouTube thumbnails. All this shit. I don't know how long I can do this accent for. It's not going well already. It's fading. It's fading. Now, this guy, not a goblin guy. Not a goblin guy. But then again, neither was Joshua Allen. Was he? Joshua Allen wasn't a goblin guy. He was a wizard guy, wasn't he? But this new guy is a... We love it, folks. This new guy, he's a ghost guy. That's what he is. Hang on, I'm just making a title. Because... No, he's not a ghost. No, it's not. It's Hello, Otajoy. No, he's not a ghost. He's not a ghost. He's a ghost guy. So, like, you know, the guys that we had, you know, we were like... New guy is not misogynist penguin. Yeah, I'm very glad that that's not the case. I mean, he might be a misogynist. I don't know. But, so... So the guys in Woods that everybody likes, the funniest streams, when everybody remembers the funniest streams, they're like, oh, Lord Joshua Allen, or oh, Erwin Saunders, or oh, you know, Mark the gender fluid druid, right? Is this plausibly real ghost content or funny ghost content? As I'm explaining, right, those guys all thought that some things were real, but it was very bad how they made them do it, how... They presented the content. It was just not, obviously not real at all. It was very funny. And that's this kind of guy that is like, he's doing this. No, not even a Zach Baggins type. I would say, like, if you took Zach Baggins, like a JPEG of Zach Baggins, and just sort of like ran it through Photoshop a couple of times until like the artifacting gets really bad and really crusty, and then put that in Britain, and, you know, add in, like, a potential bigoted point of view. I don't know. He reposts Tom McDonald videos. Tom McDonald is this white supremacist rapper that I don't know. Apparently, Noah Samson did a video about it. But that's what's going on. So let's just show you. So this is just to introduce people to the idea of this new guy. Tony Ferguson is his name. Tony Ferguson, Ghost Whisperer. Right, Ghost Whisperer. Tony Ferguson, the Ghost Whisperer. This is the first thing that you see when you see his channel. It's great. Name in all caps. That's one of the best things about this channel so far. But also the title of the stream, the title of the YouTube channel, you could barely just make that out. There is Tony's Crazy Ghost Hunts All Things Paranormal. That was his name for his channel when he broke 1,000 subscribers. The sign of a quality YouTube channel. Yeah. So here we go. The first thing that comes up is a short, which is UFO shoots laser lights over seafront. We watched this last week. It's not. It's basically just... If you've got astigmatism, you'll know what I mean. It's like when the lights look a bit funny. That's what it is, right? Also, Gumba Master, I think, has asked me twice now if I've seen or heard of Yvette Fielding's podcast. I've not. But I might check that out because, as everybody knows, I do actually believe in ghosts. But let's just have a look at this. So we discovered this guy based on... we were watching a YouTube video last week on the watch later on my that's on my watch later list, right? And let's have a look here, see if we can find it. Where was it now? It was called like K's top 5 or something. Ghosts or something. Here we go. This one. Yeah, Nuke's top 5. That's the guy. Nuke's top 5. Do you have any recommendations for actually good ghost content? Most Haunted YouTube channel is really good. Yeah, Most Haunted YouTube channel is really good.
Getter Paul Sissel.
So I actually finished. So we were watching this last week on the stream, right? And I kind of stopped at this point because I thought it was really funny. We got distracted. ADHD, Stunlock moment, and we looked at his website, and I got very excited, right? Very, very, very excited about this guy's existence. Had a look at his channel. I'll show you his channel in a minute, right? I'll show you his channel in a minute, which is absurd. Like, all the thumbnails are like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. But so apparently so me and my partner, we watched this on Sunday. We watched this together, and we basically had a little laugh at this. So this is what happens in that video where Nuke's top 5 is like top 20 scariest videos of the year. So here we go.
And split up to explore the castle.
So this is the bit of Tony Ferguson's ghost channel that Nuke's top 5 was referencing.
All alone. But for Paul Sissel, it didn't go well.
Good this. Watch this. So he's standing a bit still there, isn't he? Oh, he's sort of walking towards the camera. Very slow pace. Yeah. He's had a go at the camera. He's had a go at the camera, hasn't he? He's punched the camera in the face. So I think that's very funny, because you know what's happened there, don't you, chat? Does anyone know what Paul Sissel said was going on there? Does anyone know what that man said happened? People are loving this already. This is great. So any ideas of what people? Also, hi Enderpig, how's it going? Hello. Yes. Yeah, most people are right in their assumptions. He was pretending to be possessed, wasn't he? That was what was going on right there. Or a bug on the camera. Yeah. He's so he thinks he's depressed. He thinks he's possessed. Not depressed. He could be depressed. I don't know. But he thought he was possessed. That's right. Yeah, had to do a big piss, didn't want to be watched. Could be that. Ghost really hated being filmed. That's true. Yeah. That's right. And anyway, Huskadoo's asked me a question in the chat, and I do want to answer this. Huskadoo says, I would never begrudge you for believing in ghosts, but has anyone ever asked you if you would want to become a ghost down the road? Now, this is something I talk about quite a lot, right? Because, well, it's not something I talk about quite a lot, because whenever anyone laughs at me for believing in ghosts, they sort of like shut me down with this, like, no, it's all nonsense. People just want to believe that when you die, it's not just black and nothingness, and that's it, and that's the end of your life. And it's like, no, I would rather that be the case. You have no idea how much I would rather that be the case. I don't want to think that the afterlife is real, because that means that there's more of something that could potentially be like this. And I don't want that. I don't think anybody wants that. So that's a bizarre sort of take that you find these like atheists, similar, sort of like, you know, parallel to sort of atheist people, isn't it? They're like anti-spiritual people, like atheists. You know, they say this kind of stuff, and it's like, no, actually, I do not want to be a ghost. Like, that would be the worst thing ever. No. So in answer to your question, Huskadoo, no, I would not want to be a ghost. Fuck that. That sounds like the worst thing ever. Imagine dying. I was thinking about this the other day, actually. I was like, imagine dying, right? And then not, like, being able to, like, die. Like, you die, but you're not dead, are you? You just, and then you're like, well, I can't go anywhere or do anything because I'm trapped here because of some perceived unfinished business in this nonsense world that is quite obviously capitalism. It's not real. Like, I hate this. Like, that would suck. That would fucking suck. Reincarnation, that sucks as well. I'm terrified of that. I really don't want that to be real, because imagine if you were reincarnated as a sea cucumber. That would suck, right? Imagine if you were reincarnated as like one of those, you know, those flies that lives inside someone's skin and then erupts out and then has like a day to live, and that's it. It's the end. That's just, you know, that would suck. Like, I don't want any of that to be real. But here's the thing. From what my sort of take, right, on ghosts, yeah, is that I don't actually think that they're dead people, because I do sort of go off evidence and shit like that, right? And I know that a lot of people are very like, oh, well, the evidence about ghosts is very vague and it's all based on anecdotes and stuff like this, right? But from the stuff that's out there, the stuff that's less believable to me is like when people say, oh, yeah, it's me auntie, it's my dead auntie. Right? And it's like, I don't know. Some of that, and then, you know, some of the most fake ghost stuff is around mediums, and like mediums, basically, they're like charlatans, aren't they? They profit and exploit people's grief, and that's not right, is it? You know what I mean? Like, people have lost people who are close to them, and then, you know, they will go to a medium and they'll have sort of like their biases confirmed, and it's not good, right? Do you know what I mean? And you know, so I don't really believe that ghosts are people. I think that probably, if anything, ghosts are this like sort of bizarre energy that we don't really understand. Maybe they're interdimensional beings. It's more likely that they're beings that are capable of traversing dimensions, isn't it, than them actually being dead people coming back to life and picking stuff up and throwing them around, right? Because 9 times out of 10, when you so like the reason why I talk about Most Haunted quite often is because they do this thing where they communicate with ghosts, and they try and like communicate and say, are you a person? Did you die here? And the ghost will be like, 2 knocks, yes. Right? And then they'll be like, are you a man? Are you a woman? And they'll be like, 2 knocks, yes. And it's like, okay, well, that's not an answer. Maybe the ghost was non-binary. I don't know. But like, you know what I mean? Like, they ask them like direct yes or no questions, and they'll just fuck around and shit. So it's like, well, if this is an entity that knows how to communicate, right, it's fucking with us, isn't it? It's messing around. And so none of that is actually like, it's not people. I mean, it could be a person could be fucking around with us, but it's really unlikely, isn't it? You know, like Houdini had that thing where he said, like, if I die, to his wife, he said, there's a secret phrase, and you must go to a Ouija board after I die, and if I'm a ghost, I'll tell you the secret phrase, and there it is, right? And he never did that, apparently. So that's, you know, there's stuff like that. There's things like that. Experiments like that, where it's like, okay, well, being a ghost is not a thing. So anyway, so that's that. Just so everybody knows, that's my take on ghosts. That's what I believe in. I'm not going into this content to, like, look at the ghost evidence, because from what I can tell, this guy is, like, either really, really into this, or he's just, like, grifting, right? And I don't know. This is what we're here to find out, isn't it? You know what I mean? This is what we're here to find out. Anyway, I've not read chat since I started going on about Husker's questions. So let's see. Let's catch up with chat real quick. Kasona Fun's here. Can I get a shout out for Kasona Fun, please? Smutty Baba Yaga. Please. I want to become a ghost, but maybe not like a sentient one, if that makes sense. But to be like a spirit in the wind kind of thing, one with nature. I don't know if that makes sense. That would be the ideal form of the afterlife, wouldn't it? And, like, potentially that is what happens to us all, because, you know, people talk about, like, energy being unable to be destroyed, like, it has to go somewhere and stuff like that, and potentially we just kind of, like, fade into nature. Maybe that's what happens. I don't know. That's kind of what I feel happens when you die. Either that or you get reincarnated. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway. Especially there's only certain people who seem to be able to see ghosts. Imagine haunting someone who had no fucking clue you were there. Right. I have a lot of fun for a ghost as maybe a year, and then it would suck for an eternity. You know, there's a really good film called A Ghost Story, which is one of these, like, film nerd films that I like, and maybe some of you won't like it, but it's really good. And it's about a guy who dies, and he's sort of like haunting, he's not haunting her, but like he's haunting the house that he lived in with his partner, who is unfortunately now like his widower or whatever. And he's like there while all these changes are going on in her life and stuff like that, etc, etc, etc. And it was just really, really, really good. It was like, well, this is what it would be like if you were a ghost. And it sort of goes into like the future, and then like the end of the world, and then it loops back, and then sort of comes to like, you know, the first humans settling on ground and stuff like that. It's a really good film. I highly recommend A Ghost Story. There's a really hard bit of it to watch, which is like 5 minutes of a woman stress eating a pie. But that's the kind of thing that you sign up for when you watch these films. So that's that. Anyway. Let's have a little look here. Being a fly could be good. They might perceive time differently, and flying seems fun. You know, yeah, you never know. You never know. Decent amount of believable indication that reincarnation happens. That's the scary thing, Sorka, and maybe we'll talk about that in another stream. Maybe we will. My mom talked about ghosts as echoes of extreme emotion. Yeah, possibly. Not all mediumship is necessarily a scam. Clair sensitivity is a thing. It just generally isn't precise enough to specialize in it like that. I agree to an extent as well. Sorka. Juliet says that's such an interesting take on ghosts. It's not something I've ever given much thought to. Yeah, unfortunately, when you're obsessed with something like that, like me, you tend to think about it a lot, you know? Watching for the weird guy rather than the ghost. Yes, that's what we're doing here. Right, so anyway, right. So let's take a look at this. So that was the content on Nuke's top 5 that got us interested in Tony Ferguson the Ghost Whisperer. So let's take a look at Tony Ferguson the Ghost Whisperer's actual video tab on his YouTube channel. So let's zoom right in so everybody's able to see this. Okay, that's a bit better for everybody, isn't it? Excuse me. Right, so. All right. Now, great things so far. Incredible things so far. These YouTube thumbnails are works of art. Yeah, the cover photo is him wearing a tank top in what appears to be a throne or a religious artifact. It's either one or the other, isn't it? He's on Twitter, so maybe we'll have a look at his Twitter in a bit. See what that's saying. Maybe we'll get an idea of his political opinions based on that, I imagine. And so we've got some incredible thumbnails here. Just thumbnails that have writing on them that's longer than the actual title of the video. Extremely interesting. Apart from this one here, where it's like poltergeist activity caught on camera. And then we've got This Made Us Question Everything, featuring Tony Ferguson, Ghost Whisperer, and Ghost to Ghost Paranormal Investigators, and Paul Sissel, Psychic Medium. Right? Just incredible. Warning, viewers' discretion. We didn't expect this. UK's most haunted crypt. So much going on. Some of these don't even fit on the thumbnail. Ghost of Children caught on camera, featuring Tony Ferguson, Ghost Whisperer, Ghost to Ghost Paranormal Investigations. Incredible. Warning, viewer discretion. He had plenty of room to put that one on the thumbnail, so I don't know what's going on there, to be honest. Here's that repost. Here's that repost of Tom McDonald the System. But then again, he listens to Harry Styles. Sign of the times. Live your life to the full, everyone. Hashtag Tony Ferguson, Ghost Whisperer. Yeah, where's the veterans one? Yeah, this one. Sorry, I kind of skipped over this one, didn't I? Kind of skipped over the veterans encounter unexplained paranormal, what does it say? Unexplained paranormal activity on Forgotten Veterans charity event. You know, very interesting. We've got just a wild thumbnail here. It looks more like I don't know what you'd call it. It looks more like it's more like a flyer that you'd get. It's more like a flyer that you'd get at like a BNP rally rather than a YouTube thumbnail. Ghost haunting out for charity. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? So just a lot of stuff going on here. It looks like a shit post, yeah. Respect our troops. Spooky. Yeah, exactly. Incredible stuff. So I'm gonna look for like some fairly some fairly short videos, just to get like a taste of Tony Ferguson's you know, content. And you know, this one is calling out to me. I remember the first time I watched a gender fluid druid Mark video. It was the best thing that I'd ever seen, and it was like a fluke that I'd selected that video. So I'm gonna watch a couple of videos. We don't know how it's gonna turn out. Obviously, a lot of these are like an hour long or whatever, but we've also got like some little clips here that he obviously like does every now and then from like previous investigations and stuff. So we've got this like 36-minute one here, which is terrifying ghost hunting experience. Never enter this haunted asylum. And this is like the crustiest JPEG I've ever seen in my entire life. Warning, paranormal activity, mental asylum. So let's take a look at this. This is Tony Ferguson, Ghost Hunter, Ghost Whisperer. This is the first bit of content that we're watching. Let's take a little look and see what we got. What we got here. There's a dust flying around here.
Feel it?
Yeah.
Can you feel what? Can you feel it?
That's a big change.
Don't feel nice in here at all.
No, it doesn't feel nice in here. The energy is completely different from that bit to this.
Okay, the captions aren't working for
Good evening.
I've been on my footsteps. It was 3 times.
a lot of this.
Dictaphone or whistle.
Yeah,
Did you want
yeah,
to
I
see the
thought I heard that, yeah.
Lots of just filming of a corridor here.
There's something here. Good evening.
Hang on, guys.
Someone saying good evening.
That definitely wasn't a child.
Okay, just doing.
There's no context for this, really. I don't really understand what's going on. Like, it's just, it just launches into it. They're very polite to the ghosts, aren't they? Good evening. Yeah, that's kind of sweet, isn't it? Kind of sweet.
And audio match.
Dictaphone and audio match.
As a female.
That's a new,
It's definitely something.
It's not good. You might like it.
that's something new. Not heard of that.
As a female.
It's definitely something.
It's not good. You might like it.
I think he's saying there that was a female.
It's definitely something.
It's not good. You might like it.
Oh, was he replaying that? Was that... Wait, was something supposed to be happening then? When he said as a female, that was a female 3 times.
It's not good. You might like it.
There's something here.
As a female.
It's definitely something.
It's not good. You might like it. As a female.
I don't understand. What's happening? Why is this bit replaying? Is there any... Is there any information? This is so intense. I don't understand what's happening. Well, I'm going to look at the description to try and figure out what's going on. We entered the haunted asylum where we have heard many claims of paranormal experience. Honestly, all we can say, there are things that happen that we can't explain. It's not the most active place we've been to, but there is something there. Let us know in the comments what you hear and see and feel about this location. Comments are turned off. That's not helpful, is it? That's not really helpful. You know, okay, all right, let's move on. What else have we got here? So there was like a 7-minute video that I wanted to look at. Oh, this one. Hit by an unseen force at the ancient Ram Inn. Now, I remember this. I remember there's an episode Most Haunted did of the ancient Ram Inn, and it actually shows a guy like sort of get hit by an unseen force. So this sounds kind of like either a copycat episode, like investigation, like they're going, oh yeah, well this happened on Most Haunted, so obviously it's going to happen to us if we go to the ancient Ram Inn, isn't it? Look at this title. This is incredible. Tony Ferguson, Ghost Whisperer, gets attacked by what they call the demon at the ancient Ram Inn. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Comments turned off yet again. You know? He says female and then turns comments off. Can't believe we're dealing with an incel ghost hunter. That's true, Rory, not Rory. Welcome into the stream. How you doing? And also Master of the Art, welcome in. Right, so what's this now? So this is a 33-minute long video, and it can't... Like, I just kind of want to see if there's any, like, fracas that happens. I'm just going to sort of, like, have a little look at the video here. Like, this is just him sitting still for, like, a good 10 minutes. And anything else? No, just for the rest of the video, just kind of sits there. So I don't know, let's sort of take a look at like this bit where he's like sort of fannying around in this room. This kind of looks like maybe this is where the majority of the content is going to happen. So let's take a look.
There's a lot of history to this place. Maybe a lot of untold stories. If you speak loud enough, I'll be able to hear you.
Oh, yeah.
Are you able to tell me your name, please? My name's Tony.
And unfortunately, this kind of content is, you know, it's pretty dry to kind of pass.
Is John here with us?
Through.
John, if you're here, can you speak, please, so I can hear you?
Don't know where he's got the name John from. No idea what's going on there. Maybe Paul Cicel, psychic medium. Got it. Wait, what?
I'm aware that there's someone in the room with me.
Wait, what was that just then? No. I want you to... No, wait, what was that?
I'm aware that there's someone in the room with me.
Wait. There was like a crash then. Why didn't he talk about that? Was that added in? That was like added in. He's like added a sound effect. What is that?
I'm aware that there's someone in the room with me.
That can't be real. No, it wasn't
Show
thunder.
yourself?
No. No, it wasn't thunder.
Can I see you as a ball of light, a mist or a shadow?
It does look like a nice place. Quite cozy, yes. It does.
Is there a reason why John used to have to knock 3 times on the door?
Where is the... I mean, you can find where this is on Google. You could just type in the ancient Ram Inn. And I think it's in Somerset. And you can have a look and see if it is next to water. I'm going to do that right now. Oh, is it Sussex? I think it's Sussex. Oh, it's next to the road, so there's cars going past. That's what it is.
If the priest is here, did you belong to the church across the road?
The Ram Inn. Just passing cars, isn't it? That's literally what it is. Ghost, look at this prick.
Here at all that wants to communicate.
Asking me to turn myself into a ball of light. The nerve. I know, imagine. The Ram Inn lose.
It'd be lovely to hear your story and what happened to you.
Ancient Ram Inn.
That sounds like a growl.
Was in the private ownership of John Humphreys until his death in September 2017.
That sounds like a growl.
Well, there you go.
That sounds like a growl. Don't know if that came out on camera. It was like a...
A growl? Well, why didn't you enhance the audio, Tony Ferguson Ghost Whisperer?
That sounds like a growl. That sounds like a growl. To you. It'd be lovely to hear your story and what happened to you.
Oh, there is kind of something. Hold up, let me do what Tony did not do and enhance the audio for you, chat.
What happened to you?
You can kind of hear that, can't you? It's just like a little So, I don't know. Anyway, it's lazy. Yeah, it really is lazy editing. Now, I think it's important to point out that this video has 4,000 views. I think it's important to remember that. I think that's a really important fact, right? You know?
That sounds like a growl. To you?
Yeah, he's replaying it.
That sounds like a growl.
He's replaying it. Hey, Delru.
To you? That sounds like a growl.
Subtle enough, I don't think he would be bothered to do it intentionally. Uh-huh. Mentioned before, the bar I hang out at was featured in a ghost show. I forget which one.
Is that your way of saying no? You don't want to talk to me?
Let's not shit on him too hard unless he does something bad. Well, the thing that he's done at the moment that's really bad are all these thumbnails. I'd love to get thousands of people watching me hang out at haunted places. Right, yeah, me too. I need to
John, are you here?
I need to change my content, you know?
John, are you here?
Maybe if I did that, then maybe I would get to £400 before the end of the stream tomorrow night. I don't know, just saying. Maybe people would sub off Twitch and get me to £400 if I was doing ghost streams.
Your daughter Caroline's done a lot of work to the house. It's looking really, really nice. Are you proud of that?
I don't think John's talking, dude.
You here, please?
Oh, hello, he's in a different room now.
Can you appear as a ball of light, a mist, or a shadow?
The production value on this is so, like... He just... There's no presentation. It's just like it just starts.
Is there anyone here? Is there anyone here? Is there anyone here that lost their life?
I think he was replaying that bit. I think he was replaying that bit to say, like, something happened here, but it didn't. Just nothing happened. Just, no. He does that because he's lazy. He's not doing, like, any overdubs, so he's not, like, recorded it when he's got home. Do you know what I mean? So he's not, like, you know... Chat, I'm going to have to take off my jumper because it's really hot here. But, like... You know, don't laugh at me. I've got on my djmuel t-shirt, right? Don't laugh. It's not an ego moment. It's just a t-shirt that I wanted to wear. My brother bought me this for Christmas one year because he doesn't know anything about Twitch and thought the one thing that streamers love is when they wear their own name. Oh,
Better spent on Ghost Stream than on a little blue check.
Smoy Baby Aga, thank you so much. The £8, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for subbing off Twitch. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Appreciate you. And you're right. Better than getting a little blue check mark, isn't it? Anyway, right. I do this with the spirit box in Phasmo. Everybody's playing Phasmo right now, literally in real life. It is precious, isn't it? And what's even funnier is that he did it before I changed, like just right before I changed my name. It's got the 3 in it still. Not ideal, but whatever. It's okay. He tried, didn't he? He tried, and that's the main thing. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's see if anything funny happens.
To an illness.
I might have to duck this stuff. It gives me the wibblies, even if it's silly or fake. Oh, Muel, yeah, no worries. Honestly, take it easy. Thanks for stopping by.
Tap behind me. Was that you?
Yes, you can have several blue checks on Tumblr, can't you? Yeah. I think most of this stream is just going to be me chatting to the chat and waiting for something to happen.
The table in front of Emily.
Oh, it's changed now? No, the sweater does not... No, the sweater does not say DJ Muel. That's why I was wearing that primarily. That's why I was primarily.
There's also a green light that's on the table. If you go up and touch it, you can change the colours.
So now he's with someone. I don't know who this is, because normally he puts who he's with in big letters on the thumbnail.
There's also a ball on the table that if you go and touch it, it will flash all different colours. John, are you still with us? Hi. No.
Don't joke about that roll of the deep.
In that case, would you be so kind as to give me your name, please?
I know that might seem absurd, but...
Please don't be shy. No need to be afraid. Come in love, light and peace and utmost respect.
Pat Potato here saying, really appreciate that touch of orange breaks the monotony of the monochrome. It does. Right, now listen, the next fucking 20 minutes of this video is just them fucking around. So he comes by and like puts something on the table here. What is this?
I'm not getting anything come through on the spirit box.
Right, I'm just coming through. Well, that's good.
But there's something here. And it's walking right up to me here.
Right, for the viewers that are coming in, I don't think the actual walkie-talkies...
Oh!
Spooky ghosts.
Marshmallow Clouds, thank you so much for the £10. I appreciate that. Thank you for subbing off Twitch. Thank you for supporting the stream. We're now at £247, 20? Yes. Why did that happen? £247.20, right? So that means £247.20. So that means another £50 will get us to 300 quid, 53 quid, and another 100 quid will get us to the 400 quid. So only 150 quid to go, chat. That's easily doable. I reckon if everybody in stream donated £5, we could do that tonight, probably. But that's just a guess.
You can actually hear me anyway. So
there you go. Sub off Twitch in the chat.
see this is working because
Right there.
no, someone's turned it off. Right, that makes sense.
When does somebody get hit with the unseen force? I feel like I'm being played. Let's put it on 2 speed. Let's put it on 2 times speed.
Change the batteries. Right, there we go. It's gone all. So I was asking the question directly from my voice. Have you got more batteries for these, or can you charge them?
No, I've got batteries for them.
Right. So for the viewers that are still here, we are still going to continue this. Obviously it's better with the walkie-talkie because we're having this slow video on our own. So yeah.
Did any of you like walk down here?
No. I walked to here to get a walkie-talkie. I came here to it was...
Did I notice?
No, no.
Well, someone was walking down here, and there seems to be movement around here, and you could feel it. You could feel it on the floor. You could feel the vibrations on the floor, but you actually sense.
They are very polite to the ghosts, aren't they?
Water running down my neck, ice cold water, which. I mean, there isn't. It's just a sensation. There's no there.
I'm no expert, but if I were trying to get a ghost to talk to me, I'd ask really leading, provocative questions. Like, what do you think of a devolved Irish government? Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, just go off. Don't know why. Should be going off. There's nothing there to set off.
Honey, can you hear me?
Oh, what did you just say? Oh, what did you just say? Oh, what did you just say?
Just repeating stuff again randomly.
Can you please step away from that device for me? Step away from that device for me. Step away from that device for me.
What is that noise? What is that?
Leave me alone.
Mean you any disrespect, can we come in that light, please? Will you talk to us, please?
The repeating stuff is creepy itself. It is, yeah. It is. Yeah, it's like a Gauss, a Geiger counter. Yeah.
Get out.
Is that you, Peter?
I want to see more of that guy who pretends to be possessed. He seems like the funniest bit. Oh my god, you're right. It's the Havana Syndrome noise. You're right. Right, nothing's fucking going on here, is it? Nothing's going on here. So, alright, let's take a look at his Twitter. Oh! Oh! Tony Ferguson's account was suspended on Twitter. Interesting. I wonder what he did. I wonder what a man who puts you know, Union Jack flags in his thumbnails and does streams about forgotten veterans and does reposts of Tom McDonald, the white supremacist music videos. I wonder what he got banned from Twitter for. What was that about? So anyway, now this video is interesting. This is 50 minutes long, apparently. This is 50 minutes long, right? And it says top 10 orbs caught on camera. So what you're saying to me is that we've got 10 orbs with 5 minutes each. Let's find some of his shorter videos, because this is ridiculous. Terrifying paranormal activity caught on camera. This one is 7 minutes. This one is 9 minutes long. Let's have a little look at this. Let's have a little look at this one, see what happens.
It's a male here. Can we hear your voice, please? Yeah, can we hear your voice, please?
Okay. So he's replaying things, and he's not saying, right? He's not actually saying anything remotely, you know, descriptive of what's going on in the video. So I think what he would be saying in a voiceover right now is, after I say, can you say anything, you hear a noise. And that's why I'm replaying this bit. And that all that takes is 2 seconds of your time to record that, put it in the timeline, export the video that you're already editing anyway, And then that's that, and people understand what's happening, and then that's quality content. Anyway, let's crack on. Okay, so he's got one of these fucking stupid machines that's called like an orbit. What is it called? It's called like an orbit. Oh, Ghost Hunter program fans, you'll be able to help me with this. It's an Ovulus? Is it called an Ovulus? Which is an insane name to call something that's to do with ghost hunting, because to me it just sounds like something that you'd use to make sure if you were ready for getting pregnant. You know? Yeah, Ovulus. Right, Ovulus. Yeah. I don't know why they call it that. Anyway, it's like, you know, ovipositor, isn't it? Like, that's like a thing that people have if they're really freakish and they want to have, like, you know, sex with a furry that's an insect, isn't it? That's like what that is. Anyway, but enough of that. So let's crack on. So he's got one of them, and to me they're ridiculous. I think that these items exist so that you can make
as soon as you get here, you're like
ghost content, right?
That's horrible.
Because it sort of like punctuates the ghost content, and you can be like, oh, the Ovulus just said darkness, so that means there's a demon or something like that. Yeah, phonetic noise machine, yeah.
It feels sick. Do you not feel a bit sickified in there?
Yeah. I don't like it at all.
Monetized gullibility, yeah, that's what it is. Oculus VR, that's right. He's going to use it to play VR chat, hopefully. Things will get a lot more racist then. Yeah, they always say things like darkness, help me, or get out. Yeah, they'll never say things like, yeah, linguini, slug, pasta. Does it ever say fuck off? I imagine it does.
It's quite evil.
Well, they've got to have been, haven't they?
Yeah, but they also linger around because they like the walking around.
I saw how expensive the bear they use in Ghost Files was and had to do a double take. What do you mean, the bear they use in Ghost Files? What's that? The bear they use? What do you mean, the bear they... Hang on a minute. Ghost Files bear. The set piece? What is it? From BuzzFeed Unsolved. Is that what that is? Ghost Files. Is it BuzzFeed Bear? The Ghost Files. The Grim Gallows of Whaley House. Ghost Files. Is this what you're on about? Do they have a bear?
Oh, Whaley Hound.
How do we get...
There's a little monkey. What if this time I pick up instead of I pick up?
It's the continuation of BuzzFeed Unsolved, so they actually go and do...
Too hot. It's just
oh my god! Are you talking about the bear that if you touch it or it gets colder or something like that, it goes, I'm cold? Is it that one? Is that what you're on about? Paranormal detector bear. Boo Buddy. Is that what it is? Is that what it's called? It's called a Boo Buddy. I found him on eBay. What? What? $600? What are you on about? £600? What are you fucking on about? What does it do? Does it suck your dick? What's going on? I don't understand. Oh, there's a cheaper version here for 50 quid. 60 quid. There you go. Oh, you can get an EMF meter for 22 quid. Which just goes to show how accurate those things probably are. Right? Hey, Blumhouse, how's it going? 6% off with multi-buy. Yeah, that's right. You can get 2 at £586 each. This is like those 5G blocking stickers you could get for your phone. Less haunted than a regular Furby. Yeah. Can't wait to get £6 off my £500 teddy bear. Yeah, this is nuts. This is absolutely nuts. Yeah, more than a next-gen console. What is going on? They joke that this is where 90% of the budget goes. Wow, what the fuck, man? That's mental. Okay, forget. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. US Amazon has them for $400. What a steal. Oh my god, someone on eBay trying to turn a profit there.
Because what's here is very verbal.
I'll take 8, yeah.
The voices will come out the camera a little clearer.
£6 discount, and then you spend another $600.
Do you have any regret for what you've done?
Furbies, when the batteries are running out, are demonic. They are. I agree.
Wait. Do you see what I mean, Debbie? Do you not find this weird?
Come on, babe. That's
Come on.
$400 and free shipping. That's right.
You're replying to my actual questions.
That is mad. Well, you should have regret. That makes you a monster.
Hold up, what was that? Wait, did I miss something? What? What are we talking about? When I started, like, playing it again. What did you see, Emmy? What's going on?
Do you have any regret for what you've done?
I have no regret.
No way. Do you see what I mean, Debbie?
Dude, these machines just hear you say the word regret, and then they go, I have no regrets. Right? That's just what happens. Yeah, it's literally Alexa, wasn't it? Siri. Yeah, literally just Siri. Just nuts, isn't it? Like, and people watch this and they go, oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, well, that's real, isn't it?
Do you not find this weird?
Come on, babe. That's mad. That is... You can't even...
Jay, you're replying to my actual questions.
That is mad.
It's not mad. It's normal.
Well, you should have regret. That makes you a monster.
What makes them a monster?
You should have regret. That makes you a monster.
Okay, I think he's replaying here because he thinks that these, like, maybe they're dust. They're acting like dust, like these things flying up the screen. He's probably saying they're orbs, but it's got to be dust, right? Like, look at the way it acts. It's just like, whoop, whoop, one direction. It's probably just dust. Definitely just dust.
Navel.
Maybe they didn't actually do anything wrong. Very carceral. I agree. Very carceral mindset. Why are we judging a ghost that's clearly damned to haunt the earth for the rest of eternity? Surely that's punishment enough. We don't need to goad them any further, do we? If you are, in fact, a carceral person.
You're being serious. This is wrong.
Yeah, the dusted spirit orbs. That is a very frustrating, ghost show thing. Now, don't get me wrong. I've seen some pretty impressive orbs on ghost shows. Some pretty impressive ones that you can't... There's no way that you could say that they're dust. Like, at all. We're talking, like, things that move like... like, you know, with purpose and shit. But 90% of the time, it's just dust. Or like an insect that's, like, lit by the infrared camera or something. Pondering all these orbs, aren't we, chat? Look at us. The wizards that we are.
You're evil.
No, I thought it was yours.
Stop having a go at the ghost. I don't get it. They're already dead. Leave them alone.
Is anybody here? We've had a male. We've had a few things, actually.
Surely gender just becomes completely irrelevant when you're dead. Like, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Who knows? I don't know anything. But, like, what, you know, when you're like a spirit flying around... It just doesn't matter anymore because you don't have a body, do you? You just like whatever. Maybe that's why they answer yes. Do you know what I mean? Like when most haunted are like, are you a man or a woman? And it goes, yes. Because it's like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, they're gender essentialists, aren't they? As a ghost fucker, oh my god, Lyra, that's so problematic. Gender is enough of a fucking life. This is what I'm thinking, you know? Yeah, what is your gender? Phantom.
Do you want us to get out?
I threw something.
Do you know what? It just said I threw something, yeah?
Yeah.
When we were talking, did no one else hear the big thud?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it just said I threw something.
Why did none of you say anything if you all heard it? This is what I don't like, right? When you get these people who do ghost hunts and all that, and they're like, they're doing literally like confirmation bias stuff. Like, nobody heard that. Literally nobody heard that. And she's like, oh my god, the thing just said that it threw something, and before I heard a thud when I was talking. Did anyone else hear it? Yes, we did. No, you didn't.
Try it again then.
That was weird.
I've just heard that. Tony, it was in there. What was that sounding? It got thrown down or something. Yeah. I've heard that. Try it again. I hear the big thud. Yes.
Yeah.
And it just said I threw something. Try it again then.
That was weird.
I've just heard.
Not hearing shit. I'm not hearing fucking shit there, gang. Hang on, let's just hold up. They are dressed like the ghost police, aren't they, Blumhouse? I was thinking that before. Why have they got like police jackets on? They're getting spooked by an Alexa and confirmation bias, yeah. Unfortunate.
That was weird.
Wait.
Threw something. Try it again then.
That was weird.
Not heard anything. Literally not hearing anything.
I've just heard that. Tony, it was in there. What was that sounding? It got thrown down or something. Yeah.
Just be quiet a minute, please.
She stomped her foot, yeah. Like, this is one of the best, hang on. This is one of the best sort of parodies of, one of these shows that I've ever seen. Right, so this is taking the piss directly out of Most Haunted, called Mostly Unhaunted.
What's reputed to be the most haunted part of the hotel, the toilets.
This is it, yeah.
Isn't it cold?
It's really, the first thing that strikes you in here is it's really, really cold. It's like a cold tube of air.
And you can move out of it.
Warm cold.
Yeah. And the main thing I can say about this cold is it's really cold, yeah?
It's a really
cold,
crisp cold. There's been a lot of sightings in this toilet, a lot of sound activity. Oh! Yeah. What was it, a plop?
I'm not sure. There's something in here, you know. There's something in here.
Which is something we can really feel that there's something bad in here.
Oh, can you smell it as well?
Yeah, and there's been orbs sighted in the toilet.
So let's try and establish contact, yeah?
Okay.
Off we go.
Is there anyone here? Would anyone, any spirit person, like to talk to us? 1 plop for yes, 2 plops for no. Oh, duck. Did you hear that?
And it didn't get cold just as it...
Just before we heard the plop, it just suddenly became very, very cold. For f***ing distance!
You need to ask a question.
Okay, let's ask it.
Did you die here in the toilets? Yes.
Yes.
Did you come here for a number 1 or a number 2?
Number 2. Was it a violent death? Yes.
Yes.
Whew.
Try and get a name.
Let's try and get a name. Are you called John?
Yes. John. Are you happy for us to be here? Would you like us to leave?
Would you like us to flush?
Are you okay for... do you want us to leave, John? John?
Ghost orbs sighted in the stream.
Emmy, thank you so much for the £5. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for subbing off Twitch. And thank you so much for supporting the stream. Oh, God, it's so... I fucking love Vic and Bob so much. Jesus Christ. Literally just... It's just the best. That's just the best parody I've ever seen of Most Haunted. And I love Most Haunted as well. It is kind of like that. Anyway, yeah, they got the cursing down. Yeah, Gumba, you know because you've watched Most Haunted, haven't you? Yeah. Oh, it's so good. I fucking love him. I love him so much. And hi, Phelox. How's it going? Welcome in. Right.
You bang to let us know where you are, please.
Stone.
Stone? You're for a stone? Seriously, Debbie, you're being serious? You don't... It's ridiculous.
I'm willing to believe, yeah, that these machines, like the Ovulus and stuff like that, like they're programmed to like have these leading things. Like maybe it's like a random chance bot AI or whatever that drives it or something, yeah? And then it's like, I threw something. And then the next thing that it says will be stone, like, or like wood, or, you know, whatever, like the thing that they might have thrown, or just something else entirely. Like, it's just, that's what that is.
Ridiculous. Did you throw a stone at us? I don't normally believe in ants, but I'll tell you what. Is there anybody here?
Oh, that's great to hear, Phelox.
Did you hear that? Said get out. Is there anybody here?
Okay, so apparently that he's saying that it says get out here, and he's replaying the audio for us so that we can hear it. Let's give it another listen, folks.
Did you hear that? Said get out. Hello? Can we hear you again, please?
Oh, hold up.
Did you hear that? Said get out. Hello? Did you hear that? Said get out. Is there anybody here? Did you hear that?
It sounds more to me, yeah? It sounds more to me that, like, something moves in another room or something, right? Like a big barrel or something, and it just goes... But he's like, it just said get out. And that's literally like what Bob Mortimer was doing just then, isn't it? Like, just making stuff up.
Said get out.
Talking about the movie, obviously, yeah, that's right.
Hello?
You can't, yeah, on Most Haunted, it's really good. You can actually hear, like, they record some EVPs and stuff. It's really, really good. It's really, really, really good. I reckon you get interesting results if you just asked it normal shit instead of ghost stuff. Oh, yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I bet if ghosts are real, they are just so pissed off with these guys. They're just like, whatever, just annoy him.
Can we hear you again, please?
Something just touched me.
It smells like death in here.
Would you vote leave?
Doesn't it smell like a rotten flesh?
Yeah, so just grab my trousers like this. Did you ever stop to think about what you were doing to those animals?
What are you on about do to those animals? What is this? What's the backstory here?
Did you just take my bag?
Something got thrown. No, something, I don't know.
Sorry, did you just take my bag?
No, she just didn't move. It was me that moved.
No, so
that shit kind of freaks me out because it's like how much of these kind of anecdotal experiences where people are like, yeah, like, you know, I just felt someone touch my back or like tug on my trousers. Like, how much of that is just real or psychosomatic or whatever, you know?
I was just tugging my back.
Yeah, I know, but that's why I moved her around because something's been thrown down here. Did you hear it?
Just ask an Ovulus where the nearest Tesco's is and it goes, the Shadow Realm. Yeah. That would be funny as
your name,
fuck.
please?
Can't believe this old abandoned building smells bad. Yeah, exactly.
Can you tell us your name, please?
Did you hear that?
No, no one heard that.
How do you all feel on it, honestly? Like,
Sick. Yep. Like I want to take them on.
But I said to you last time I came in, I hated it.
don't like.
I feel a bit unsafe.
It's so
Does anything ever happen in his videos? How has he got this many? How has he got this many fucking views? 3,000 views and nothing happens. 3,000 views and nothing happens. Absolutely nothing. Like I'm genuinely flabbergasted. How old is this video? 7 months ago. Amazing investigation, Tony. So much evidence caught. The females looked on edge. Oh, I hate that. Wow, great captures. Wow, creepy, awesome video. Love you, God bless. Wow, this is amazing. But it's not, is it? It's not, is it? Amazing. Wow, horror. What the fuck? What's this? Hi, nice. These kind of seem a little fake. Are these real? Are these actually real? I'm so confused. Everything is really confusing to me now. Right, okay, let's go back. Right? I want one with this Paul Sissel guy in it. Because he's like a medium. And I think he's going to say some stupid shit. They seem like bot comments, don't they? So odd. This will shock you, may even scare you. Real Paranormal Activity featuring Tony Ferguson, Ghost Whisperer. Is Paul Sissel in that? No, I don't think so. The Horrifying Night We'll Never Forget. Scary Haunted Fort Paranormal Investigation. These videos are going to be found in like by archaeologists thousands of years in the future, and they're going to be like, wow, yeah. In this one, he does like an intro. Look at this. Like he's like sitting in his room here or something, wearing his wife beater. You know? Caution, extreme paranormal activity. I want one. This is the video that we watched the other day of him just like lifting weights, which was quite funny. Paul Sissel. Let's have a look. Where can we find more Paul Sissel stuff? I just want that guy. I just want that one guy. Where is he? 39 seconds. Okay, this is like... Okay, so we're getting into like clips territory here. There's like some here that are like 50 second and shit like that, you know? Alright, let's check this one out. What's this one saying? Shadow being touches Tony Ferguson, Ghost Whisperer on the head. He's got to include his title in every one, hasn't he? Hello, Corvid Imp. Welcome to the stream. Oh, Corvid MP. Hello, welcome to the stream.
Look out for the shadow being on the left-hand corner coming towards me.
Left-hand corner? There's two corners. What do you mean?
Turn around and look round for it. And you see an orb come out my...
What? What are you on about? What's he on about? What is he on about here?
Watch how I touch my head.
What? I can't see anything.
Look out for the shadow being on the left-hand corner coming towards me.
Okay, Ender Pig. That is a fucked up joke to make. I want you to think about that. That's a fucking daytime out. What a weird fucked up joke to make. What are you on about there?
Watch how I touch my head and turn around and look round for it. And you see an orb come out my shorts, also around me.
An orb come out of my shorts.
And look round for it. And you see an orb come out my shorts.
Does it?
Also around me.
Does it come out of your shorts?
I'm going to replay it again.
Bro, no one sees shit. No one sees shit. What are you fucking talking about? What is this? When dust attacks. Losing my mind. Okay, what's this one? Paranormal captures caught on camera featuring Tony Ferguson. Tony, what did that say? What did that say? Tony Ferguson claims he first filmed the Calshot Castle ghost flying straight at him. He's talking about himself in the third person. I hate this. Everything about this. I hate it. Tony believes he then captured the ghost. What? What's going on? I can't read any of this. Tony believes he then captured the ghost, leaving medium Paul Sissel's body.
Comes from the feeling and then straight through it as if something passed through it. I can't explain. So when you ask that question...
That was dust, bro. If that's what you're on about, that was dust just now.
It's gone. It was.
Oh, okay. Hold up. Bit of smoke there. That's pretty interesting. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. But there's not a lot. There's not a lot of setup or you know. I don't know. There's just not enough angles for my liking. But let's check out this other 20-second one. Could have been artifacting, yeah. That is a leaf. That is a bat. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm not sure what that was. What the fuck? This is like rapid fire things that you're not sure what's going on. Right, so that's just looking like a bit of a leaf or something.
Inside.
Fuck knows what that was.
Came from outside.
These are looking pretty spooky, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. Not sure about that one. Oh, I don't know. That one kind of changed shape. It could have been a bug though, like changing in the air or something. Yeah, I think some of those are definitely bugs, but that sort of weird ethereal, is that the right word? How do you even pronounce that? Ethereal one. All right, Emmy. Thank you so much for being here, and also hello to Momero. Going on? Yeah, slap the old couch real quick and watch the ghost scram. Yeah, that's right. Okay, what else we got? Right, giving this guy one more chance to make me laugh. And then we're going to move on. We're going to actually watch some decent content instead. And by decent content, what I mean is we're going to watch some Nuke's top 5. So that's going to be funny. It's a bit of a shame, unfortunately, folks. We've, you know, we've not found the new guy. He's not the new guy. Ethereal is good. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah. I don't think we've found a new guy here. Like, he's not, like, very, you know, he doesn't really do a lot of talking to the camera or anything like that. He just kind of, like, does the stuff, like, records the stuff and says, look, here's a ghost, but there's no ghosts. So that's that, really. There's not really much entertainment value we can get from this. He says... as he comes across this video. Oh, Prince, get well soon, my friend. Yeah, take it easy. Go lie down, honestly. Nuke's schedule has been wonky, but he's got some good stuff. Sir Spooks has some good ones too. Sir Spooks! I might try that one, yeah. Might try that one for sure. He's the worst guy by virtue of wasting our time. I agree. Right, let's check out this one. This is for all of you fighting battles alone. Walk alone speech.
Success can be a lonely road. It can be a tough road.
Wait. Walk alone motivational speech by Fearless Motivation. Has he stolen this from another YouTube channel?
It can be a hard road. It's not for everyone. Those who follow others like sheep will never know who they truly are. Only those who follow their own path can discover their...
Okay, yeah, this is cringe. This isn't actually him saying anything. Success isn't for everyone. Yeah, it's not, is it? Yeah, no, this is... what is this one? I will never be the same again. Ghost hunting gone wrong. Very scary, real paranormal. All right, let's have a look at this one.
Capture of basically a mist.
Well, what the fuck is this? Why is he filming himself at home in night vision? I don't understand.
This is a quick capture of basically a mist that just literally comes out of nowhere. It shoots really fast towards the left-hand side, and it just seems to stop and then hover in front of the camera. Now, we actually saw this to the naked eye and wasn't aware that we caught it on camera at the time. It just looked like a big mass, just sort of like hovering and then just disappears. So it's a really bizarre capture, and the fact that we both saw it.
And you know what? I know we're all talking about him like probably being like a fucking bigot or something like that. He doesn't really seem like a nasty person. Like, he just seems like a regular guy. Do you know what I mean? Now, he might do steroids and go to the gym and hang out with some people who's like a bit, you know, like that. But I don't know if this guy's a nasty guy.
Same time to the naked eye is amazing. So
All day I dream about spirits. Nice reference, Rory.
Let me know what you think. It's a really weird one because it's coming out with a lot of force, and it just seems to sort of shapeshift and become this massive mass. Really weird capture. But there's a full video to come with a few more captures that were caught in there. Really haunted cave. A lot going on in there. A hell of a lot.
His eyes are glowing, he's possessed. That's right, Nico girl.
Let us know what you think in the comment section, and I'll speak to you all soon. Take care, guys. Bye.
Torch.
Just check some out. Okay, the comments are on. The comments are on. Just wanted to check that.
Oh, what was that? Oh, hello. That appeared right in front of the camera.
I saw that.
Torch. Oh, what was that?
So, like, here's the thing, right? Mist can behave in that way. Do you know what I mean? Like, mist is not necessarily, you know, it's like a gaseous sort of like in-between form of like, you know, water vapor and actual air, like hydrogen sort of thing. So it's like, you know, it's like evaporated water, isn't it? You know? And it will respond to the environment around it. So mist can hang in the air. In fact, you'll see this if you're ever like in a seaside sort of coastal sort of place, and there's a very sort of like hot day that's followed by a very cold night and rain and stuff like that, and you'll see like mist will just like hang in the air. It's very creepy, but it's a natural phenomena. And you know, who knows? Maybe this was something paranormal, but it could also be.
Oh, hello.
It could also be just mist, right? Like literally just mist. Anyway, chat. What's happening now? I don't know if anyone's realized, but what's happening now is the unfortunate moment where a piece of content hasn't turned out to be what I thought it would be. And that's depressing. It's quite sad. However, he's failed to become our new weird guy, and that sucks for him. That's right. But we're gonna save the day by watching some Nuke's top 5. It was worth checking out, wasn't it? It was worth checking out. It's his loss. It's his loss. You still have fun. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. Anyway, we've changed the title now. We're going into some Nuke's top 5. That's what we're going for. That's what we're gonna do. We had to check. Listen, if there's a new guy, potential new guy, we have to check it out, and I have to do it live on stream. I can't pre-watch this stuff because we have to be able to watch. I have to be able to have a live reaction, don't I? That's why a lot of people tune into my streams for the live reaction. And, you know, we had a bit of a laugh, didn't we? We had a little bit of a laugh. So, you know, let's go back Now, Nuke's Top 5 is an interesting channel. It's got some good stuff here. Some good titles. So we've got top 10 scary ghost videos to freak you out. Top 5 ghost videos to make yellow pants. Now, chat, we're going to do a poll in the... Now, I've never done this before, so I don't know how this works. Oh, yeah, I do know how it works. Poll. Right. The question. Which video freak you out or yellow pants? Right? And I'm going to allow additional votes, and you can submit 500 beats per extra vote. We're going to leave that up for 2 minutes. Starting the poll now. Right, there you go. Vote. Haha, joke's on you, Nuke's Top 5. I'm not wearing any pants. Haha, same. Don't want yellow pants, it'll turn my jeans green. Oh, hello, Teratofu. How are you doing? Yeah, we didn't find a new kind of guy, unfortunately. That was sad. But, you know, whatever. We're just going to have to try harder. I'm going to have to try harder as a streamer. You're going to have to try harder as a chat. And that's it. Freak you out and yellow pants, the 2 genders. That's correct, Delru. Yes, that's what they are. We've got a choice here. You can vote in the chat now if you've not voted already. Video up there. You know? Who's voting freak you out? The only right decision is yellow pants. Well, some people don't want yellow pants, do they? Some people aren't piss fetishists. I voted freak 6 times. Listen, if you've not got enough beats to vote, to ruin democracy, then that's just your problem, isn't it? You should spend more time in the stream, and then you'll be able to vote in the next poll, which might happen in a year, since the last time I did a vote was probably a year ago. If you're doing recommendations for ghost hunting channels, I know a handful. Well, you said that spooky... what was it called? Spooky 5? What did you say before? Spooky... Sir Spooky? Democracy, yes, I will hydrate. Thanks, board. Democracy is a farce, isn't it? Look at these leftists rigging the vote. Look at them doing that. Look at these smug leftists. Oh, Yellow Pants is winning. Oh, Yellow Pants has won! Yellow Pants has won with 63 votes. Incredible. Put 5,000 into Yellow Pants. That's incredible. Rest of the stream is going to be about piss, isn't it? No. Not if I can help it. Anyway. Alright. Top 5 scary videos to make Yellow Pants. The one thing that I'm going to be doing before this video is going to have a piss. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and have a piss so that this video doesn't come true. Right? So, in a bit, I'll be back in a tick. Chat, have a little stretch, take your meds, all that stuff, you know. I accidentally put 10k into Yellow Pants. Lyra, that is absurd. 10,000 beats. That's insane. Incredible. Right, okay. Back in a tick. Take your meds, have a stretch. There you go. Right. What's going on? All right, let's take a look at this. Since we've not got loads of content to cover from Tony Ferguson, let's have a look at what Momero's got to offer. So we got Sir Spooks. Sir Spooks YouTube. And we've also got, I love this shit. I love it. As soon as I see like videos with like a circle and an arrow pointing to them, incredible. Like incredible shit. Right? I love that shit. That shit fucks hard. Sir Spooks, King Frostmare. That's funny. King Frostmare. Sounds like someone who started their YouTube channel doing Skyrim content and then quickly pivoted to ghost videos. Scary videos and chill stream live right now. 93 watching. Let's have some scary videos with our creepy frosty audience. Channel members and everything. I love this. Yeah, get it. Get that bag, King. Literal king. Mackie and Amanda are a duo that investigate too. Just watched a video last night of Mackie in her own home recording some stuff. Mackie and Amanda. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Momero. Right, okay, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Subscribe to these, and then I'm sure they'll pop up in my fucking... Whatchamacallit. I should sub to Nuke's Top 5, really, because it's pretty good. But yeah. That'll obviously show some stuff up in my recommended very soon. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, let's crack on with another Nuke's Top 5. See what we got. Foreign. That's not what was said, was it?
The Ritual and the Wardrobe. Paolo and Debbie from the popular Italian YouTube channel Pit Paranormal Investigation Team attempt a ghost summoning in an old house.
Oh shit, allegedly, Italian ghost summoning.
This ritual is said to summon any supernatural entity residing in a home. The summoning requires one person to sit inside a closed space, like a wardrobe, in the dark, with nothing but a few matches for light.
Yes, I'm sure that doesn't fuck with your
abnormal perception. Light a match immediately and chant the sentence, quote, "Show me the light or leave me in eternal darkness." So, somehow, Paolo convinces his girlfriend Debbie to attempt the strange ritual inside a small, cramped wardrobe in the old house.
Why would you do that? Hey, I summoned a ghost.
Paul. Credo che ci sia qualcosa qua nell'armadio con me.
Vuol dire che funziona.
Prossima volta devo prendere dei fiammiferi un pochino più lunghi. Sei qua? Paolo?
Oh.
Mi sembra che stia grattando la parete.
It's Gabba Ghoul, that's right,
Ti rendi conto che io non sento niente di qua?
Senti?
No, ora lo sento forse.
This guy's face.
Paolo, sta grattando.
Ok, hai sempre il fiammifero acceso.
Sto continuando ad accenderne, durano pochissimo. Secondo te cosa vuole? Cosa farà?
Questo non lo so, sono curioso.
What's gonna happen? I'm not at risk of getting yellow pants. Not at this moment. Mamma mia, that's a spicy ghost. Oh, come on, dude. Come on, dude. Bro, do you think I'm fucking... Do you think we're fucking stupid, man? Like... So, like, she's in a cupboard, right? She goes in that cupboard, yeah? And, like, in the cupboard, you can see in different... In these previous shots, yeah? That there's, like, an opening behind her. You can see that there's like an opening behind us. So someone's just behind there. That's it. All right, we're moving on. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Shut the fuck up, dude. All right, what have we got next?
In a panic, Debbie flees the small world.
Yeah, don't care. Whatever. Shut up.
Run.
All right.
Japanese paranormal investigator Takeuchi from the YouTube channel Takeuchi Camera travels to the old abandoned Shiriwa village in Japan. The village is now a ghost town. It has been completely abandoned for over...
I mean, I'd be interested to check out like this person's channel as well. What's his name? Takeuchi Camera? Takeuchi Camera. Am I going to be able to get this on... How do you find this channel? Is it like... Is he going to have linked it in the description? Why don't you link it in the description, Nuke? What the hell, dude? What's going on? You know? Yeah, some Japanese urban legends are pretty unsettling. Yeah, I agree. You know? Was it supposed to look like yeah, solid wall? I think it was supposed to look like that, but it's so obviously not that, isn't it? Anyway, whatever. Let's crack on.
28 years. Centuries-old graves of former residents.
Yeah, you can get boxes with 300 matches. Yeah, you can.
Decaying homes. Locals like to say that these days, the only residents of Shiriwa village are the dead. In the dark of night,
I just think it's absolutely wild that there are like places like this in the world where there's just houses that are unoccupied, abandoned. Like it's absolutely I know that this is the case in like the UK as well. Especially like I'm very well aware of this, but just like, you know, just like a house out in the woods somewhere and it's just got no one in it. It's just like, what? You're kidding.
He begins to hear unnerving sounds coming from all around him as he explores. He starts to get a little freaked out and decides to take out his thermal camera to get a better look at what could be hiding in the dark.
Uh-huh.
What he sees shocks him to his core.
周りからバチバチ音聞こえるから気づかれてないはずやけどよし
Mate, if they're ghosts, they could definitely see you. That's a raccoon. That's a raccoon. That's just like a raccoon on the side of the house.
ちょっと待ってほらなんかおるなんかおるマジほらマジマジマジマジマジマジマジほらなんかおるなんかおるなんかおる
Like a massive possum. Oh, brilliant. Thank you, Riskin Verse. Appreciate you. Hold up. Let me just pause that. And let me just subscribe to this guy. Put my life in danger because of the work of a ghost. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's Paranormal November, folks. Forget Spooktober. Fucking Spookvember right now. Wait, why have you put the camera down if there's something happening? Why have you done that? Oh, that's cool. Okay, like the production value with this content, love that. Like a Resident Evil style menu when he goes into his bag to get a thing, love that. Actually, unironically love that. That's fucking brilliant. Like, mwah, chef's kiss. Silent Hill, Resident Evil, love it. Love it. So he's gonna take pictures now with this Polaroid thing. Oh, come on, dude, you didn't even take any pictures. Oh, he ran up to it to take a picture. I mean, this is just genuinely entertaining, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's genuinely entertaining. Someone said earlier, a Muel paranormal stream should be like a sub goal, or what do you call it? A sub goal, a monthly goal, a monthly dono goal. And yeah, definitely. But like, I would have to buy one of those things. You know, one of those like portable router things. Because like, how am I gonna like, you know, how am I gonna fucking take a Twitch stream out to somewhere like this? I'll lose my phone battery in like 15 minutes, won't I? So it'd have to be something like that. Did you see any videos from Tim Morozov? They're in Russian, but he's got some good videos. Oh, I'll have to check that one out. Sorka's telling me that she's posted in Muel memes. Yeah, that's pretty good, Sorka. The Muel Gruel, episode 2, 14th of November, 2022. Money continues to speak in politics. In a recent Muelish by-election, the Freak Party and the Piss Party, between the Freak Party and the Piss Party managed to swing the election by almost 30 votes, proving once again that they have the deepest pockets, not to mention the deepest bladders. While some money was fed to both sides, our investigative journalism has uncovered that more than 15,000 beats, the local currency, were fed into the Piss Party budget, buying almost half of the winning votes. Notable Piss Lobby donors include Twitch user Kasona Fun, who donated 5,000 beats, and Twitch user Lyra and Friends, who accidentally donated 10,000 beats. Nice little Reuters picture there of a toilet. Very good. Very good content. Thank you very much. That's going on the thumbnail. Appreciate that, Sorka. Very good. Very good content. I love the Muel Gruel. It's my favorite newspaper. Oh no, come on, man. That's previously recorded. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a fucking second. Wait, was it episode 3?
The thermal camera captures a heat pattern that resembles a human shape.
It's pretty fun. It's a fun video, but it's obviously not real at all. I'm sorry, it's just obviously pre-recorded.
Away in the old
so obviously. Like, I just don't think a ghost would act like that either. Like, you know what I mean? If a ghost was real, I just don't think they would act like that. You know what I mean? What's the incentive to be scaring people away from things? I don't get it.
Slipping through the trees. A little while ago, I featured the creepy story of Lauren Combs, who over the course of a year captured multiple mysterious unexplained events in her home in Waco, Texas.
Peach Assassin 99 on TikTok.
Did you do that?
See, now shit like this is genuinely unnerving. Okay, now there's no right shit like that. Okay, shit like this, right? Shit like this was like, if you're gonna fake that, right? If you're gonna fake someone getting their hair pulled up or something, you would need like a fish wire or something, right? You would need something like that. And she gets up and she moves away straight away. If there was a fish wire on something or someone, it would be like, this is pretty fucked. This is pretty fucked. The dogs are a little spooked as well. You can get Bluetooth doorbells. Yeah, you can.
Oh my god.
Yo, I didn't hear that. What are you on about? Kind of like a breath.
Now, since these terrifying events, Lauren has installed a new security camera in her backyard. Because eerily, a lot of the strange activity at her home seems to take place in the wooded area just behind her house. So late one night, Lauren is hanging out and casually playing some Call of Duty with her roommate when their dogs begin to totally freak out for no apparent reason.
Like dogs, I guess you could get like an actual, I know we talk about dog whistles a lot, but an actual dog whistle, I know that you could probably do that. Like a probable actual dog whistle and go, because dogs do lose it when you do that shit. But I think that they react differently a lot of the time, right? So, like, you might get one dog that loses their shit and is like barking and going, "Rah!" And the other dog's just kind of like, you know, doing that with its head kind of thing, you know. So I don't know if like a dog whistle would be and you know, animals sort of like, if you're trying to get animals to react the same to something that you're doing in the background to act, it's notoriously difficult. Like, you know, like people always say, don't work with children or animals in the entertainment industry because it's just, they're so unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. Anyway.
What happens next?
I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Caught on camera.
What are we looking for? The dogs seem to be like going with each other to stuff. Whoa, what was... Nah, it was the tail. That was one of the tails.
The dogs all seem freaked out by something that is going on outside the house.
They do just be like that
Lauren
sometimes.
checks her outside security cameras.
I agree.
And sees something that chills her to her core.
Yo, what the fuck? Maybe it's a deer. I mean, it moves pretty fast and weird, but it could just be a deer, yo. Oh, wait, whoa, that's weird. It's pretty creepy. I mean, it could be artifacting, right?
Pacing or maybe even running back and forth along the tree line in Lauren's backyard.
Oh, that's weird as fuck.
Lauren has no idea who or what this could be and is extremely disturbed by the whole experience.
Security cam doorbells make you more paranoid. They do not make you safer. I agree with this 1000%. Like, I get adverts for that Ring thing all the time, and it's like, no. Like, I genuinely, like, you know, if someone, like, walks past my house and, like, drops their phone or something, I don't want to spend the next 5 weeks thinking about whether that guy was, like, surveying my gaff to rob it or something. Do you know what I mean? They give tons of info from Amazon to the police worldwide. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. You just don't get a Ring doorbell, yo. It's fucked.
Everything else that has happened in the past. So just what do you think is going on here? And what is this?
I think that's pretty credible. All the stuff that kind of happens and that footage, I think that's pretty credible. Me personally. I'm giving that a vote of 7 mules out of 10.
The Furious Phantom. These next creepy videos were recorded by a family in their home in Staffordshire, England. The father of the family, who goes only by the username Smug Puppy, explains that they've been experiencing chilling paranormal activity in their home for the last 25 years. But the supernatural encounters have never been as active and terrifying as they are now.
That's kind of what freaks me out sometimes, is that like ghosts or paranormal experiences just become like so regular for people. They're just like, it's whatever. We didn't really think too much about it, you know? Also, hi, Almost Elise. Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
He and his daughter are casually hanging out in their home. His daughter's filming their cat Lily, who is awkwardly sleeping on top of some cans and bottles. Suddenly,
he's a bratty sub, that's right.
Terrifying turn.
Look at her. Surely that is...
That cat is looking dead. What the fuck? Is this tongue out? Oh no, it's like a ribbon.
Are you enjoying my dunkers, Dad?
Oh, British alert!
Oh my god! What the f***? Jesus Christ!
You can hear that.
You hit me right round the face.
I can't believe I've just caught that on camera. Oh my god, I'm shaking.
Oh god, man.
Are you okay?
No.
You can actually hear that on camera. Of course you're filming though. Yeah, but like you would film your cat being weird like that, wouldn't you? I think that's a credible Like, everybody's filming everything now on TikTok and shit. Like, this is the kind of shit that you get. Like, people always say things nowadays like, oh, everyone's got a phone in their pocket, and there'd be loads of paranormal evidence, wouldn't there, if people just recorded everything. But people do that, and they still go, oh, yeah, well, why would you be filming that? Like, no, come on, man. That's nuts. That's fucking nuts. My man just throws his fucking... Well, check the... He does kind of chuck the... I can't tell if he chucks it, right? The guy who will go out of his way to show he isn't doing shit, he calls her over at one point to record him investigating. Like, I can't tell if he's tossing him aside. I can't tell. Yeah, he's one of his fucking things, yeah. One of his fucking hands goes up to his face, right? Does he, like, chuck his dunkers? Or are they just kind of flying out of his hand? That's mad.
Oh my God! Jesus Christ!
Hit me.
So it's just him kind of being like, oh my God, that hurts. Okay.
Puppy hard across his face. In a later video, he explained that he had been angrily shouting at the entity earlier, upset about the intense recent supernatural.
I know what team you are, Lyra.
He suspects that he might have angered the paranormal presence and caused
300 FPS Candy Crush. Yeah, my man's got a sweet rig. Why is he playing Candy Crush? I know.
Cut to over 1 month later, and Smug Puppy sees something unusual out of the corner of his eye. He quickly grabs his phone and begins to record.
Okay guys, I'm filming this door because I keep seeing a shadow of something go past and I keep hearing noises. Hold on a sec.
Showing feet for free? Yeah, it's not good.
Come here and bring your phone.
Come here and bring your phone. Yeah, so he's getting her to come and, like, record him.
Sorry guys, just film me a sec because I keep seeing that shadow go past this door.
Wait, what?
And something's moving that door. I want to prove there's nothing in there. Second.
This is pretty fucking smart.
Shut it up. You got me?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, I won't go back any further because the rest of the guys there. I'm not moving. Come here. Film around the bed and everything. Make sure there's nothing in there.
He slapped me dunkers out my fist, that wanker.
Okay, film me.
That's what British people are like.
100%. Oh, bloody walking stick. Yeah, you see.
Yeah.
Nothing, just dressing gowns.
Yeah, check under the bed. I like that. I like that. Wait, why did it cut away when she was checking under the bed?
In the doorway at a super fast speed before slamming the bedroom door shut.
The guy behind the door sneaks out as she moves around in front of him. Yeah, possibly.
Able to get inside the bedroom. There's nothing there. So could it be that this family home is haunted by a dangerous entity?
It was the cat again. Yeah, possibly.
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
You decide. I fucking love Nuke's Top 5. This is good content.
This next video was recorded by pilot Cesar Murillo Perez, who was flying an Airbus A320 passenger.
Yeah, it would have been easy for him to film behind the door while she films him. I agree, yep.
Jet at 29,000 feet in the sky above Medellin, Colombia. He suddenly spots something very unusual.
Nah, shut up.
Phone and starts to record.
Ghost plane, ghost plane. Oh, this is an actual fucking pilot. What are you looking at there, mate? Oh!
An unknown dark round object can be seen flying above the clouds at 29,000 feet. The The pilot says that he has no idea what this object could be, and the footage still remains a mystery.
Yeah, it could be a balloon, could be a weather balloon, I don't know.
Your theories and ideas on just what?
I mean, it doesn't really look real, does it? It kind of looks like CGI a little bit when it zooms in.
Thank you so much for watching.
Anyway, there you go. That's that little bit of Nuke's top 5 for you, just to make up for the unfortunate lack of a new guy, which is very regrettable, I must say. Anyway, listen, chat. I'm gonna do my best to find a new guy. It's my new mission this week to absolutely get right a new guy. We're gonna find a new guy this week. I don't know what kind of guy it's gonna be. We're gonna find him. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be poggers, right? Anyway, what is happening now? Well, this is the final call of me saying to you, this is the end of day 1 of the last, of the last 2 streams before the middle of the month. So if you want to unlock the double feature movie night where we watch Stuart Lee's Snowflake and Paul and Issa's journey across Europe looking at autonomous communities, get donating, and we'll be watching that on the 26th of November, the double feature movie night, if we hit £400 before the end of tomorrow's stream. So that's £150 that we've got to go, 148 to be exact. But yeah, please consider, if you are financially able, to sub off Twitch. It's my main form of income, basically. I need it to eat, I need it to live, I need it to pay bills, pay rent, all that stuff. So yeah, please consider, instead of subscribing on Twitch itself, to donate via PayPal, which is in the streamlabs.com/djmuel/tip link that's in the chat right now. So yeah, please consider that. If not, no worries. Give my stream a share. Tell your mate about it. Tell your mum about it. Tell your dad about it. All that nonsense. And I'm sure someone will come by at some stage who is financially capable of donating. And that's how that kind of works, right? You know what I mean? Anyway, other than that, yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for being here tonight. I know it's a shorter stream than usual, but I had something on earlier. But again, check out the VOD channel if you want more Muel. There's going to be more Muel to come this week. I'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll be checking out some more stuff tomorrow. We'll probably react to some video essays tomorrow or whatever, you know, that kind of stuff. In the meantime, I'm going to send you over to another streamer of my choice. Let's see if Casey's live. If Casey's live, we're going to go raid Casey because we were talking about her earlier. Is she live? Is she live? Is she live? She's not live. She's unfortunately unlive. Like the opposite. She's offline, right? So let's have a little look. Who else can we raid? Happy to provide a new edition of quality journalism. Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate that so much. What have we got? 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 I think it's been a long time since we've raided Scully. Scully is currently playing Tactics Ogre Reborn. I don't know what that is, but Scully is a phenomenal streamer. She's in the Rage Club with me and a bunch of other awesome streamers. So let's go and show her some love. This is like a new game. I don't know. I've literally never heard of it. Like, it's like a new thing that's people are checking out and shit like that. But anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight. It's been really, really fun, regardless, even though we didn't find a new guy. We had a look at the Twitter stuff, and that was pretty cool. And thank you so much for all the donos tonight. It's been really, really good night for donos. And thank you as well for the lurkers. Thank you for just being in chat. And like I say, I'll see you tomorrow. So stay excellent to each other, everybody. Mwah. Peace, 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 peace. Good night.